well today. Hope everybody's feeling well today. I'm doing okay. Feeling better than I was the other day when I streamed, for sure. I was fighting a really bad headache, and I was hoping I would distract myself by streaming, and I did. But after that, the rest of the day I spent in bed with the worst headache, and it just would not go away. So hopefully I'm through the worst of it now. Hi, Shoto. Just been sick so much here. I'm so tired of it. Hi, Pets World. I'm not coughing as much today, so that's good. I was afraid I was going to be coughing too much to stream, but I think I'm okay. Hey, MJ. Arthur's got his look over there. So, here is our little Triceratops so far. I think his head is a little crooked. I gotta fix that. Hold on. Let's see if we can fix that now. It's hard to get it on straight, even with stand, but that was my first time sticking it on, so hopefully this time it'll get better. I don't know. I think that's better. Okay. But here he is so far. Hi, Larry. I hope you're feeling all right, Larry. Hope everybody is feeling all right, doing all right. So I'm feeling a little better than I was Tuesday. I passed out after stream and stayed on the couch or in bed all day. My head was killing me. But I am doing better. So here he is so far. He still needs his little frill, his little horns, and his tail. So we're working on the tail right now, and then the frill will be next. Well, maybe the horns, depending on if we finish the tail, then we may do the horns and then the frill. So, yes. Oh, hamster, doing something happen to the hamster? Thank you, Shoto. All right, so we are working on the tail right now. Arthur's over there playing with his toy. We hear like little shelling noises. I don't know if you guys can hear them or not. But I hope everybody's doing good. Oh, doing good. Well, that's good. Like I said, I hope everybody's doing good. There's just so many little viruses going on right now, especially in the United States. I don't know where about everywhere else, but oh my goodness. MJ, I hope you're doing okay. Hope you're feeling all right. I want you to feel better. I know you feel like me and Mac, like when is this going to end? 2 and an increase. Okay. Hello. Welcome. Good, you're just waiting till February to go to Vegas. You're so pumped. That's right. February 5th. I'll remember that date, especially Larry, because that is when my doctor's appointment is. I will remember that Larry is going to Vegas on that day. Have my checkup there on that day. I'm from North Carolina in the United States. Let's see. Just say my hamster bedding on some website instead of $300. Ooh, well there you go, Pets World. It's always good to get a deal. Getting a good deal. I am always for a good deal. Hey, Frizzy. I hope you're doing well. Increase. I was like, what am I doing? Okay, an increase. We're working on a little Crochetbygenna Triceratops. So right now we just have the legs and the head, but this was my first time joining 4 legs, so I'm quite happy with myself about being able to do that for the first time. But Jenna is a wonderful teacher, so if anybody could teach me, I knew she could. So from Ohio. Oh, okay, cool. I have been there before, briefly, not for a very long period, but I've been there and like spent the night kind of thing on my way to Michigan. To increase. All right, 1. Dad's stepmom is in China now, so she's gonna come back in a month, and she still doesn't have the bee. She's coming back home in a month, and I hope she brings us something. Oh, I hope so, and I hope you can give it to her then. That would be great if you could. Oh, you bought more art pins today and just got back. Ooh, that's always exciting. Is it like a new brand for you, or just new colors, or just excited to have new pins, you know? That's always exciting, especially to try new things, you know? To get new things, that's always nice. Oh, and I found out that my Joann's order finally shipped. So I just never got an email about it. So I don't know what day it shipped on. So I'm just kind of like not really sure when to expect it because they don't really give you like detailed tracking information. Hello. Hello, husband's here. Hey, honey. I hope you're feeling okay. He still doesn't feel 100%, but he was ahead of me by a couple days in the sicknesses. I know. Same Pets World. I haven't been popping into many either. I did pop into the one with the guests, but I just haven't been doing many because I have felt so bad and been in bed so much. Like, not in bed, but laying on the couch. To be honest. If you're not first, you're last. Alrighty there. I don't know why you said that, mister. If you're not first, you're last. What did I say? I don't know. Ricky Bobby. I was like, what is the name? Ricky Bobby. But yeah, feeling better. But yeah, my Joann's order shipped, so that's lovely news. So I'll be getting that stuff soon, which is excellent. So I can finish 3 different commissions, which is wonderful because I could use the money now that I have lost my job. I need that more than ever, so that would be great to get that yarn in so I can finish the dragon, the ribbit, and what else? Make the teddy bear with the nurse's outfit. I have to make that one. That one's not even started. And then what else? I got some like Easter kind of yarn, but we can save that. And then but I was gonna use for the big version of this, but I'm not sure that I will. I may save it and just use my blanket yarn. So I'm doing okay. Any idea with your chickens? I know, I was thinking about it, and I can't think of any right this second. I thought about it this morning though. I'm doing okay. Yeah, I'm doing all right. We'll see after this. But right now I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking, darling. Let's see. Finish this red. I'm nervous about sewing the head onto the Triceratops. I feel like I know it's gonna either be crooked or not, right? So I just want it to be as straight as I can get. I mean, I have sticks in it and everything, but it can still go crooked on you. I had the eyes out; they were too high up, so I had to move them down a row. But anyway, and I would have used a smaller hook. Next time, I'm going to use a smaller hook because my decreases are a little bit more obvious than I would like them to be. Other than that, I quite like it. Oh, okay, Shota. Oh, I didn't know you had a horse. That's awesome. Go on with your horse. I always wanted a horse. Oh, my parents were like, do you know how expensive a horse is? Because we live on a farm, right? So I'm like, we can get horses. That's not a problem. They're like, do you know how expensive horses are? And that was about the conversation, you know. But I was like, man. I did get a few when I got older, like in late high school and stuff, friend that rode horses in shows and stuff, but and then like, I don't know, other friends, but I didn't get to do it a whole lot. Not as much as I would have liked to. She's doing okay, but it looks like she needs nerds candy. Oh, right, I know. I was when I turned the camera, I was like, my eyes look kind of sad, don't they? I was like, I think it's just because I don't feel good. Oh, you have Pets World? Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, one of my best friends was like a really big into horse riding and doing horse shows and all that kind of stuff. So I rode with her sometimes, and her horse was just like the nicest horse to ride because I would just ride around in the, what do you call it, the circle thing, I forget what you call it, but the arena or whatever you want to call it. And I just ride and let it walk and just let it walk, because I also one time had a very traumatic experience on a horse. I don't know if my husband's still here or not, but anyway, it's fine if he is. One time, he knows the story anyway, I'm pretty sure. So I was on a date and we were riding horses. And for some reason, the idiot put me on the back of the horse behind the saddle. And then the horse was running while I was behind the saddle. And the saddle is quite hard right there. So that saddle was smashing against my bones, like my pelvic bone, every time like the horse would gallop. Oh my gosh, I had a bruise there. It was so painful, you guys. Like, that was a bad idea. And it was scary too, because we also went uphill and stuff. And he was like, don't hold on to me, because if hold on to me, then we're both gonna fall off. So like, hold on to the saddle. So I'm trying to grip the saddle so that I don't fall off the back of the horse. It was just, whoo, it was a mess. I'm like, no, thank you. I mean, I had good experiences after that, but do I want to go on a horse and have it gallop again? No, not really. Even if I'm in the saddle. No, not really. Oh no, you fell off. See, that scares me to death, falling off a horse, because I like, horses kind of scare me anyway, just because of their size, you know, they're very intimidating, right? So, yeah, I don't know. That scares me to death too. I have to know that it's like a really, like, really tame, gentle horse that I can just like walk with, you know. Just let's just walk. Let's just go. It's like walk a trail, you know, like a smooth trail, not a hilly trail. You have never fallen off. Pets World, knock on some wood, girl. Fingers crossed and knock on some wood. I hope you never do. I know my friend that rode got kicked off once, I believe, and broke her arm, but I think that was it, as far as I know. She may have got knocked off more than that. The only injury she really had, if she ever did get kicked off more than once. And I'm not sure how that happened either, because I think her horse was like retrained, but you know, I guess they still can get spooked and stuff, right? He said she will only ride a horse if it's handicapped. Oh. That's awesome though. That's so cool though. Yeah, horses are awesome. They're beautiful creatures. 7. All right. His little tail. I wonder how this is all going to look when I sew it together, just because it's in acrylic. Well, we'll see. I'm trying to finish this before my Joann's order gets here, but I don't know if that's going to happen, but I'm going to try to, because I really don't want to abandon this, because I'm afraid I won't go back to it. But I want to get those commissions done. So when that gets here, I really need to start it. So I'm hoping that I can finish this before then, maybe. That would be good. The pony that you rode for 3 years was so mean to everyone, kicking and biting and throwing them off, but not to you. I liked you, huh? Oh gosh, I think its name was Bella, or maybe it was Midnight, or maybe Bella was one of its names and like Midnight was like its show name or something. But the barn that my friend had her horse at, and it was so it was like the most beautiful. I believe it was a solid black horse, and it was the most. I used to have a picture of it. It was so beautiful, and I loved that horse, and that horse seemed to like me. And I was like, man, I always wanted that horse, but it wasn't her horse, so I couldn't ride it. But I always would talk to the little horse and rub your nose. And it was just the sweetest little horse. I was like, if I could have one, I want you. Pony and her name, you know, be aww. I don't know. My friend had a lot of the only thing I know about like breeds of horses, or like the one that I rode for when I was like behind the saddle or whatever, that was that traumatic one. That was probably a quarter horse or a paint. And the one that I like to just walk with was probably a Tennessee walking horse. But yeah, that's the only ones I know. Aw, you're good, Pet Swirl. Aw, it's a name. Oh, let's see, 8, 4. All right, 4. Arthur's still playing with puzzle. I'm glad. Got to get him another one. He's too good at that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't break that one. He did pop one of the doors off of his puzzle the other day. I was like, no, Arthur. Don't do that. That's an increase, not a decrease. Hold on. I was about to do a decrease. That wouldn't be good. We don't want the tail to be getting skinny. All right. Increase. 1. Is anybody doing anything again? 1, 2, 3, 4. We know Mr. Larry has plans on the 5th. But I'm wondering if anybody's doing anything this weekend. I was wanting to go to Joann's, but I don't know if I can. Yes, go Larry. Go study. I feel you. I think I'm going to have to do some of that soon too. Have a good day, Larry. Thank you for dropping in. I appreciate it. And I'm still going to look into the squirrel thing. I didn't feel like it the other day, but I'm still going to look into your squirrel and let you know if you're still here. 4. Increase. Said I definitely just kind of sort of passed out the other day after stream. Oh, I don't feel so good. But I'm good now. Oh, hi, Chris. How are you doing? I'm sorry about smack there. Forget it's over there, especially when I'm wearing black and I can't see it. I'm wearing another one of Mac's hoodies. I'm like, comfy warm time. Although it's getting warmer here. It's going to be like 50 whole degrees today for the first time all year. So that's good. I might actually go outside. I've been avoiding the outside since I've been well. It's been so freaking cold. Let's see. Looky, Chris. Look at my little Triceratops. He's coming along. I'm making his tail right now. Good. Let's drive home. You gotta drive home? Uh-oh. Hopefully you've gone to good places. Didn't have to go anywhere you didn't need to go. Just wash your paws when you get home. I did. I walked in before. I walked him a few minutes before. Well, like 20 minutes before. He's about to come over here right now. Come on, babe. Hey, babe. Was that a good puzzle? No, you're not getting another one. Did you see that? I said the word and he jumped. It's okay. That was not a glitch. That was a jump. It's okay. Don't look at me like that. You're not getting another one. You had to go to Joann's or another t-shirt. Oh, okay. Do you like it, Chris? How do you like the t-shirt yarn? Like working with it and everything. I want to go to Joann's this week. I don't know if I'm going to be well enough to not hurt other people. So I don't know if I'm going to be go. I have to see if I have a fever and all that stuff. A mask and I don't know. But my order did finally ship, so I'm excited. I don't know when it shipped. They never sent me an email that it shipped. But apparently I went to finally look it up in the app under purchases and it said it had shipped. And it doesn't give me a like date really. So I'm like, oh, cool. But it's coming. And my beaded crochet thing is going sometime between now and the 27th. So I'm trying to finish this stuff so I can start my commission teddy bear and then also work on the beaded thing because I just want to do the beaded thing for myself, but I need to do the commission first. Like it is pretty easy to work with. I figured it would be. I figured it would be relatively soft and might be decent on your hands, you know. Oh, hi, Sonia. I hope you're doing all right. Hope you're doing well today. Just relaxing today. Good, and you need to be relaxing. How are you feeling, MJ? I don't know if you heard me earlier. I was asking you how you were feeling. I hope you're feeling okay. Hope everybody is. Yes, I've been sick like almost, I don't know, probably at the very most 5 days out of this month I have not been sick. But I feel like that might be exaggerating a little bit, the 5. It may be more like 3. Feel better just coughing and runny nose. Aw. Just have to use a big hook. Yeah. Yeah, little hook's probably not an option with that. I feel better just coughing. Yeah, I feel like I'm glad I'm not coughing today because the coughing and the headache that I had was killing me every time I coughed. And my poor husband was sneezing too, and that was killing his head. Oh, gosh bless you. Glad you feel better. I hope you continue to feel better because I know you're not. That's not 100%, is it, Arthur? No. Doesn't feel good to be coughing and have a runny nose. No. Want to sit right here with Mama in your seat? He went, okay. Doesn't want you snuggle. You want to sit right here next to Mama? Come sit next to Mama in your seat. Or I'll do this. I can go if you want to. No, see, he doesn't want me to. He wants me to pet him. Okay, hold on. Yes, I love you. I do. It is almost, hey, almost getting warm enough again for temporary this week for you to go hang out by yourself outside again, almost, because it's going to be 50 and I think maybe even almost 60 one day. If I heard them right this morning. Yeah. So you can hang out by yourself some this while we do things, but outside, but I don't know if it's warm enough just yet. Okay, and you just went out, so I'd rather you not. But I think right this second you're mostly demanding the attention from me. Yes. Aww. And you feel better, but it changes sort of by the hour. Yeah, I kind of can relate to that. It kind of goes up and down, especially now that it's kind of, I can tell I'm getting better, but at the same time, like the other day, I thought I was getting better when I streamed. Like, oh, my head feels so much better than it did when I woke up this morning. And then after that, I sat down and I literally did not even unplug my light. I did not move my tripod. I did nothing. I just sat like, I was like, wait a minute. And I just laid here. It was roof. It's going to be in the 40s and 50s. Yes, I know. I'm glad. Maybe that'll help some of us feel better. Jesus. I know. I didn't want to go out in that awfully bitter cold. No. When I was feeling nasty. No, I did, but I didn't like it. I know. We're so glad Arthur couldn't get sick, you guys. I told Arthur last night, I was like, I'd feel so bad if you got sick, baby boy. I would. I feel awful. I know some things you can get, but this apparently not one, I don't think. Yeah. What is it? You want to sit right here? Please come sit right here with me. Can we make a little deal where you sit here and snuggle with me? We'll go on a really nice W when we're done. Like a long one. We'll go to the PND. Not now. Sit right here. Come here. Come here. Come sit in your crack. Come on. Come on, sit in your little crook. Yes, good boy. No. No, stay there. Stay there. We're going to do this together. No. Oh my goodness. Hold up. Oh, fine. I am going to crochet though. That's going to be one of the conditions. We're going to crochet. You're tired of sneezing. I know, Chris. That's how I was the other day. I'm glad it only lasted for me like a couple days because it was painful. And when your head hurts that bad, like anything like a cough or a sneeze or just absolutely anything is awful. Hey, baby. I know. I'm just trying to crochet, hon. I love you and I will give you attention, and I do. But you only do this when I'm on the live stream for some reason. You do beg for attention at night, which is sweet, and I do give it to you, of course. But I don't know why when I'm on stream you do it 20 times worse, baby boy. Yes, it's like you know there's a camera on and you want to be sweet and be on the camera. Yeah. Is that your tummy? Sounded like a tummy. I know if the yarn hits you, I'm very sorry. Let me move it and try to keep it from hitting you. But you did lay under it. Oh, sneezing has been killing me. My whole body hurts and it makes him squeeze. Yes. What are you making? So I'm making a Triceratops dinosaur. So ignore the pin sticking out of his head. He's not sewn there yet, but he has 4 little legs and he stands like this. And then he needs his little frill to go on the top. And it's going to be orange, yellow, and then his tail is what I'm currently working on, and his little horns as well. This is a Crochetbygenna pattern. She has a YouTube and an Etsy and a Patreon and an Instagram and all the things. But I have her name in my description as well. It's Jenna with a G. But thank you. Make sure that I'm, yeah, okay. Making sure I'm doing the right stitch. I haven't figured out amigurumi yet. It's a little intimidating. What have you done so far? May I ask? Let me make sure your name is Julie. Yes, Julie. What have you done so far? Can I ask? Because I think for me, I did. So I knew how to make a chain for like 20 years, and that's all I knew how to do. And then one day I got recommended a YouTube video for crochet, and I was like, you know what? I still have that hook, and I gave it a try. And it was like how to do the second row. And so I figured out how to make like a square. And then I started making little square things, you know, and just sewing little squares together and things. And then I think I made a scarf was like my first actual project after I learned to like the edges consistent by like chain one and then turning kind of thing. And then what really helped me to start doing amigurumi was a wooble kit. So WOOBLES, the woobles. If you're in the United States and maybe even in Canada, they're a little pricey, but if you really want to learn the skill, and especially if you know a little bit already, you'll be able to do it. They can help you a lot with doing things in the round and learning how to make like round objects and things that aren't flat and things like that. And just, I don't know, they break it down really nicely, and that's how I learned about 6 months in to kind of start doing some amigurumi. I've made a little teddy bear for my daughter, and you're able to do hats and shawls and purses and cardigans. Oh yeah, mittens. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, you've heard of them. They have really cute little things to make. They do. Oh, thank you, Julie. Thank you. Thank you for the sub. They do. I think the only thing that I will also say is if you do decide to get a wooble kit, just make sure that even though you're familiar with crochet, I still stick with like a beginner's kit. They have beginners, beginners plus intermediate, and I'm not sure above the intermediates because I haven't got that. But and they just brought out some larger intermediate kits, but those are going to involve things like joining 2 different legs. So you make 2 round pieces and then connect them kind of thing. So that might be a bit much if you're trying to learn all of that at once. So I would probably stick with like just a beginner, just to be sure that you have like a good smooth experience with it. Started with the dinosaur, but I don't recommend that one because that one was a beginner's plus. The penguin is a really good one to start with because that'll teach you the magic ring, stuff like that. But yeah, they're really good. They don't pay me or anything. That's how I learned. So that and just in general, a lot of different YouTube channels. But I'll also say you should check out the Wooble's YouTube channel as well before you like pick out a kit or anything, because they have a ton of videos on their YouTube channel and you can kind of see their teaching style and how they do teach you how to read patterns and everything as well, which is one reason I really enjoyed it because I didn't know how to read patterns. So that's good. They teach you to read the patterns and crochet in the round and everything, and then you kind of get a feel teaching style if you watch their videos on their channel. So the strawberry was an easy one to start with. Yes, the strawberry would be a good one. And it would teach you a couple different little things. I think that one has a couple different little stitches to do the green on the top, if I'm remembering correctly. To look into it for sure. I like the idea of making that stuff as well. How long have you been crocheting? About 2 years. So I started about December 2 years ago. So I just passed the 2-year mark. Yeah. Very much about stitch count. Yes, it is. You got to make sure the stitch count is right. But the good thing is too, once you learn a little bit about like how to read patterns and knowing, you know, if you need 16 stitches and you only, you know, maybe you only have 14 left or something, you'll learn that you could stick an increase or two in there and get to the number that you need, and it'll still be okay most of the time. On rare occasion, it'll not okay. It'll like make something lopsided. But for the most part, you can learn to like fix little errors and things as you go. So, yeah. Ah, awesome. You just reached 1 year. That's awesome. Yes, anything anybody sticks with for like a good year, you know they really like it too, you know? Oh, sorry, I got some notification up. Try to flick them out of the way. There we go. But yes. Let's see, what am I on? I think Arthur hit my stitch counter. He totally did because I was doing singles. I knew you hit it. It's okay. I know you did it. It's all right. I have a little thing that I wear on my foot that tells me how many rows in I am. And even though I call it a stitch counter, it's really a row counter. But Arthur hit the button and made it jump a number. But I felt it when he did it, thankfully. I was like, wait a minute, I'm not doing increases right now. But I'm glad he settled down, the little puppy. Yes. I wonder how my boss's puppy is doing. I bet she's doing good because that's where she came from. And apparently the place where my boss's cats are staying is super, super nice. And the lady lives like right next door. And she can literally see them all day from her little office that she has and everything. So that sounds like such a nice little place. I want to go visit them. I'm going to ask the owner and have to ask the lodge if I'm allowed to go visit the pets because I would love to. I think they would do them some good too to see a familiar face maybe. I don't know. Maybe that'll make them sad. I don't know. I hope not. I think they'd be happy to see somebody familiar. They're used to me because I feed them multiple days a week, so they like me. You know what I mean? Animals know who feeds them, you know. They're like, sustenance. Sustenance lady is here. It's snowing. Ooh, so it's not warming up for you. It's still chilly for you. Aw, it's so pretty when it snows. I do love watching it snow. 4, 5. I mean, who doesn't? I guess if you hate snow. Other than that, like, it's so pretty, right? And I don't get to see it all that often, so it's always so nice. That was one really nice thing too about work was they have these huge windows, and so it's just beautiful when it snows. Everything absolutely gorgeous. 2, 3, you can't help but see it. 4, just a 5. Am I on 5? Yes, 5. And increase. Max still here? I don't know. He might have moved, or he might have put it on mute and went on to his work. I don't know. Sometimes he does that. We just got our snow and cold temps out of here. I know. Same, Julie. We did too. Yes. I don't know if it got down to single digits here, but it was definitely like 12, I think. I believe it was supposed to get down to 12. Whether it actually, yeah, the car said 10 actually. So, go with the car. It said 10. It did some nights here too. Yeah, and I'm from North Carolina, Julie. So I don't know where you're from. You don't have to tell us, but if you're comfortable. But yeah, I'm from North Carolina, so it's not. I mean, it does get that cold here, but not very often. So it was quite a lot. And It snowed twice, I think 2 weeks or a week and a half, 2 weeks, something like that, which is rare. We haven't had a good snow at all in a couple years here, where I'm from in North Carolina. So, and the beach, you guys, whew, some of the beaches here got like in North Carolina, got like good 8 inches of snow, which is wild. And some of those people have never seen snow, so I know they were tripping out. Those kids at the beach, man, I bet they were having the best time. They were having the time of their life, you know it. That's normal for us in Utah, single distance snow. Oh yeah, see, nope, couldn't hang with that. No wonder you don't want to go out, Chris. I wouldn't want to go out either to do anything. You said you just basically go out shopping and stuff. Yeah, me, that's what I would do because I would be freezing to death. Get some water, let's get some coffee. It is wonderful. Your breath is stinky. Arthur's breath stinks, you guys. He needs to get his teeth cleaned, but the doctor said like his hygiene was good. We've been doing a great job brushing his teeth and all this stuff, but he's still a cleaning because he's 8 years old. And so we were going to schedule it for like around my birthday in June, sometime in June. And I'm like, I don't know if we need to move it up or what we need to do, but boy, got some stinky breath. You're cute, but you're stinky. I'm gonna brush your teeth when we get off here. Aw, absolutely, Julie. Yes. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you for subbing and everything. It was nice to meet you. I do hope to see you again as well. It is 5:41 for you. It is, let's see, 42 for me. My happy Valentine's Day sign keeps falling off the wall over there. The only part that keeps staying up is the day. Or the happy in the day. And it just, then I just keep going, oh, happy day. And I'm like, crap. Because it's supposed to be a happy Valentine's Day. Not, oh, happy day. No, we're not Jesus and over here. It's not what I'm going for with this particular decorations. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. All right. Let's do the next row. Arthur, this tail is not as big as I thought it was going to be. But that's okay. It didn't need to be that big, really. It's just a little tail for little dinosaurs. You are. Ooh, good, Pets World. I will try to be there then. I'm not sure. I'm assuming we have no plans because we've been so sick. We have not really made any. I do need to ask my husband. Need to get a new calendar because I need to like write down when we have our comedy shows and stuff to go to. Because I know at some point we're going a couple hours away to the big old city of North Carolina, so that we can see. I think one of my favorites, but I can't remember. I think that's what we're seeing. Anyway, and so we're gonna go see another comedy show in Charlotte, which was last year, which was really nice. Kind of get away for a weekend. But I don't know when that is. I think it's in April, if I'm remembering correctly. I think so. But I don't think we have any plans this weekend, is my point. Juice is next to no Glover hose. Oh no, really? That sucks. I kind of want to get like a, well, I don't know. I guess it's going to depend on how well I like the beaded crochet kit that I get. But if I do really like it, then I want to get, Then I want to get whatever size that I'm comfortable with doing the bead, which the kit that I got was supposed to come with a 0.75 millimeter hook. Turned out the little Boyd kit that my friend got for me has, you cannot see that, okay, you can't even see it now, has one of the 0.75s in it, so I got the little kit that didn't have the hook since I already have one. But I'm wondering if I like it, I should probably get a Clover one because I don't want to deal with like that tiny little hook in my hand. I feel it's going to be quite uncomfortable. It can cramp up my hand after a while. I know the 1 millimeter one can, so Yes, I'm so excited about it too. Not yet. I need to make a mask. I really can't figure out how, and you only have like one day. Oh, you want to make a mask like to wear with hers too? Oh, you already know. I already drew how you're gonna make the mask, but it's gonna be a surprise. Okay, good. So you are gonna make one. That's so cool, Pets World. That'll be so cool if you guys both do that. That'll be awesome. I know everybody kept coming in going, "Are you Etherean?" And I'm like, I'll be honest, you guys, I'm not all that up to date on any of these things. I had to figure out what that was like not that long ago. So but then I was like, yeah, no, I know she's not. She's just protecting her identity. Right. So yeah, unfortunately, I just speak English. Let's see. Unfortunately, because I pay attention in Spanish class, so I should know 2 languages, but I didn't very well. But like I said, part of that was also because God bless her Spanish teacher's heart, but she would do things like put on Nacho Libre in Spanish and be like, "Here's your Spanish education for the day." And I'm like, "Lady, I'm sorry, but watching a movie in Spanish I don't learn that way. That's not going to teach me anything." 2, 3. All the other kids were excited because they loved that movie. I don't even know that movie, didn't know the movie or whatever. And so I had no interest in it. And then also just couldn't understand any of it, didn't know what was happening because I'd never seen the movie. So I literally just, couldn't learn anything from it essentially. Wish I had taken Latin on this just because, or something, because the teacher I think was better. And someone who's act like animals. Yes. The mask gonna say not very. That's funny. And like the title on the live, right? That's funny. So people don't ask so much. I guess it's just because it's an animal. I guess if it was like a scary character or if it was like anything other than an animal, people probably wouldn't ask those questions. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Which is unfortunate because, but whatever. 5, 6. Like, I'm pretty sure nobody asked me that when I was wearing cat ears like a month, but I also wasn't wearing a mask. I was wearing just cat ears, so maybe that's why. But 1, 2, 3. Dang, Toad, you know all the languages. You know 3. Not all, obviously, but I'm just joking. But dang. I'm done with the thing for my chicken, and my mom says the thing. So you should really dog with a cat. I don't want to use it because I can only walk her with that. It's very clear. Yeah. Now I know what those are. I know what the other ones are. But the theory and thing, I didn't know what those were at first. 2 nails on my right hand and all 5 on my left. Oh no. You do, MJ. Oh, that's cool. Why do I feel like I kind of knew that you spoke French? I don't know why I feel like maybe you've told me that or something. You spoke some French or something for some reason. I don't know. I almost feel like I did know that. But that's so cool. But I can't stand that like certain amount of like nails on. Oh my gosh, that drives me nuts. I cannot even with that for some. I feel so embarrassed for some reason. Like I know nobody's looking, but I feel like if I go to like hand somebody money or something, they're gonna be like, I don't know. I don't know why it bothers me, and it just bothers me too. Like even if I'm just at the house, I'm like, I can't stand it. 2, 3, 4, 5. What are we doing? We're on 12. Okay. 6. Yeah, I was like, where am I? 3. There we go. 4. Oh, I know. I didn't eat on. I literally made some hot. Well, they're not hot pink, but like pink nails for February and like the end of January. And then I got this glitter polish that has like these chunky stars and then hearts in it that I found. And what I usually do is like take a little bit of the glitter chunky polish out and then take a toothpick and place the glitters on the nail like individually and then put a clear coat over it and cure it or whatever. And so I haven't put the hearts on there yet, but I still haven't. I haven't got around to it. I don't know if I even will before Valentine's Day. I'm kind of given a break. I am making a triceratops. So right now he just has his legs and his little head. Don't mind his little stick head in place until I sew it. And his little paw, little claws. And then I'm working on his tail right now. And then I'm almost done with the tail. And then I need to make the horns go here, here, and here. And then his little frill to him an official triceratops. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm not sure how to say your name, but thank you so much. I'm just gonna say thank you S for right now. All right, let's see. 12. Did I do my increase yet? No, that's 4. 5, 6, and then increase. And this is my first time joining Forks, so I'm very excited that I was able to. All the credit to Crochetbygenna because she is a good teacher. You need to find some cardboard. Yes, you do. Go look for some. Gotta look for some. Well, I guess I was like, go look for some now. Wait a minute. You don't have to do this till Monday. It's okay. I don't have to do it right now. 3, 4. I just never want to like hold people up from what they're doing. So 5, 6. Okay, increase. Perfect. How many more rounds do we have on the tail? Just 2. Okay, awesome. Speaking of stuffing, I have got to get some. If they don't have any at the store this weekend, I'm going to rethink my plans since... Oh, I could get some from Michael's because they do the pickup. I can just sit in the car and they bring it to me. I don't have to go in the store. Wear a mask, wear a glove, grab it. Tell them to go wash their hands after it to me, you know, just in case. Because I would show it to you, but I have like less than like a plastic grocery bag full of stuffing left after stuffing what this is. So like I literally don't think I can make anything else stuffed after this until I get some more. So I've got to get more. I may have to get a small bag to tide me over. So you want to do it now? You told him to print me out like a photo of it. You can tell how big it is. I bet thrilled. I don't know if you guys think this is weird or not, but I've done that since I was in early high school up here. So hi, bye. Just a thing apparently that I still do sometimes. Oh, I was scared. I took the stitch marker out and I was like, I didn't put it back. It's because I didn't make a stitch yet. Phew, that was frightening, Arthur. I was scared for a minute. I lost one of my little mushroom stitch markers, but I'm 99% sure it's in my husband's car. So it fell under his seat, and I'm pretty sure that's the one that I'm missing still, because I don't remember going back and finding it because it was really late and it was freezing when I lost it in the car. So hopefully it's not lost in the abyss, you know? Little rascals. I know it. Little rascals. Aw, man. Is that where I get it from? The goals? Maybe that is where I get it from. See, I had no idea where I got it. I was like, I knew I got it from somewhere, but like I didn't know where exactly I got it from. It's been so long that I've done it though, like, and it was just like a thing I just did one day. I feel I was like, bae, being like a dork, and you know, and then it just kind of stuck. I just kept doing it. We used to say the weirdest stuff though. Like we used to be like, what was our favorite? We were in middle school. Our favorite word was radical. We were like, that's so radical, like, dude. And we didn't mean it in like I don't know. It was just like a thing we say all the time. And then I don't know, like all these weird words that we would just use, you know, that were not like a popular thing for kids to use. Just like things that we used in our little group. But I think everybody did that. But you know what I'm saying? Just like, why? Where did we get these things from? Who put this in our brain? 7. That's funny though. I bet it was. Yeah, I need to finish those Valentine's Day nails. Maybe that will encourage me to put them on. Because I had just taken that chunky polish and like put them on my actual nails. And now it's like a half knot on there. Hey, so I need to get that off. But like I said, every once in a while, no matter what I do to prime my nails and prep them and prime them and dehydrate them and all the things, they just won't stick sometimes, no matter what glue I use, no matter anything. So, like, I don't know what it is. So I have to see if they're like ready or not. Because I can wear like two or three sets of nails in a row, and then after a minute, they're like, nope, you can't wear nails right now. They're just not going to stick, no matter what you do. 5, 6, 7, and then in like a month or so, I'll be fine. I can wear them. Oh no, are they, Chris? See, that's what I was worried about with like buying it off Amazon. If you got like t-shirt yarn off Amazon, I was worried about factory knots. I was worried about how thick it would be. I was worried it would be like this thick over here and this thin over here, you know? That's why I was worried to get like that kind of yarn on there. I want to do gel nails, but I don't know. I'm feeling lazy, but I might just do gel. Aw. Well, you know, I think anything will make you feel good, right? Having that probably lately with glue. Yes. I don't know what it is, Chris. Like, even my favorite, the little pink glue that I love that tends to work the best for me, it's like it just stays liquidy. I know, you know, and I'll press and hold and hold and hold and hold and just nothing. Just no stick. I mean, no stick. Yes, the Kiss Pink glue. Yes, because that's my favorite. If I have that, that's what I'm going to use because I love that. But I swear I cannot get anything sometimes to stick on me. And it sucks. I'm just like, well, I guess break time is. Because I had that problem and I was like, before my wedding, I was like, I'm going to have to take a break so that I can make sure that my nails are going to stick for my wedding. And I did, thankfully, you know. 2, 3. I wore Kiss nails for wedding. 4, 5. They were like, let's see, let me do this. 5, 6, 7. They were basically like clear. They were clear, but not to the point you could like see your natural nail underneath where it stopped. But they were clear, and then they had just iridescent glitter throughout. And that's what I wanted for my wedding because I wanted something really glittery because that's me. I love glitter. But I didn't want it to be like a color or anything so that they would stand out too much. So I just got the clear with all the iridescent glitters in there. And they were so pretty. And then I did pink. I did blue toes because I wanted something blue, something else blue. And my mama about had a fit that I wore blue. It's okay. Didn't nobody see them anyway. As a Southern lady, I think she was offended by my choice of Tiffany blue toenail polish, but no one saw them, of course. Yes, you used the Kiss Pink glue and get my nails were popping off like crazy. Yeah, see, that is so weird. Yes, that's my favorite too. You have that problem if you have a base coat or a builder gel on my natural nails and try to glue on. See, that's interesting because I can like do it like I could just like if I didn't have this polish on, I could either go over there and just say I didn't do anything. Sometimes I could stick it on and without doing anything. And then sometimes I can do all the prep and then they'll stick forever. And then sometimes I can do all the same prep and then they just don't stick at all. So I'm like, what? You have to buff the insides of the press on so the glue will adhere to the nail. Yes, and I try to do that too. Especially the like I get from like Kiss or whatever, because they're not etched or whatever. I would say, do you guys etch the ones that are etched? Because I have before trying to get work, and I almost feel like I made them smoother than the way they came. So I'm curious, do you etch the ones? No, okay, don't etch those. Okay, because I have tried that before, trying to see if that would help or not. But so that's good to know. Oh, what Pet Swirl say? You don't find the cardboard, we found sushi. I don't actually like sushi, but I know a lot of people really do. Your grandpa came with sushi. Oh boy. Well, good. I'm glad you got to see your grandpa. I got to see my grandparents in like a freaking month, you guys. I was supposed to go see her the Friday that Matt got sick, and so I didn't come over because I was scared to get her sick because Matt was sick, and that meant I could already be sick and not know it. So I didn't go see her, and now I still haven't been able to go see her because I haven't been well enough for long enough to feel confident that I won't get them sick. Oh, your grandma came, not your grandpa, sorry. See, that's what I had, but they popped off like crazy. Yeah, see, that's so... I don't understand what it is. And it'd be like the same tube of glue too. It's not like it's a bad tube of glue because it'll be the same tube that I used like 2 weeks ago. I mean, I guess it could be old, but then I'll use it like 2 weeks later and it'll be fine again. I don't know. It's weird. It's just weird. All right, that was 7. This is my okay. Are y'all nail techs? I don't know if either of them are technically nail techs, but they might as well be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, I'm pretty sure I found out the other day. I'm pretty sure in the state that I live in, you have to be more trained to be like a nail tech than you do to be like a tattoo artist, which is sad. I found that out the other day because they did a news story about it and they were like, basically, in most states you have to have, which I thought was the case here, you have to have like 1,000 some odd hours of apprenticeship, or you have to work under somebody for a year and learn all these things and take bloodborne pathogens courses, which I thought was mandatory for all tattoo artists, as it should be, which is basically just a class so that you don't transfer bacteria and germs and diseases to your customers. And you don't have to do any of that here. So that's really reassuring. I'm like, cool. So glad that I want tattoos here. I'm like, I think I'm going to go South Carolina. Or maybe Virginia. I think Virginia had the better laws. How far away are you from your grandparents and parents? I am only like, my grandparents are next door. So like, I don't know if you didn't see it. I'll have to point it out. But there was a picture that I sent in Discord the other day of the snow, and there's a house you can see in that picture, and that the corner of it, it's my grandparents' house. So they're like 200 feet away. They're really close. And then out in the country, they're super close. And then my parents live like a half a mile that way, way. Because like where I grew up, we didn't have neighbors for like a good half mile, and then the neighbors we did have are my grandparents, and then I don't even know who lives on the other side because they're trees and stuff. But yeah, so they're real close. This glue I've had issues with, but it's my favorite. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, my niece wants her nails done, but I've been so sick, and her mom has an immune system, so you don't want to get anyone sick. I know. On TV, he wanted to work as a tattoo remover. He just bought a tattoo machine, and then his own small business. That's so crazy. Oh my gosh. Had to switch to brush on this glue because the pink glue is being an a-hole. No, it was their house. I gotta look again. Huh. Yeah, it's like a brick looking house. That's my grandparents' house next door. And it's one of the snow pictures, and probably the one of the tree, where you can see like a tree. But that's my grandparents, so they're right next door, which is good. So if anything ever happens, they're right next door, and always have. Even though they used to be a little further away, now they're even closer. Come, baby. I'm going to tuck you in. Here. I'm going to tuck you in. There you go. I'm going to tuck you in. Mommy done with the horn. Mommy's all done with the horn. She needs her scissors. She needs her scissors. I didn't know they had brush on glue either, Chris, but I think now that she says it, I thought of it, but I had forgot. And I know they sell it at Walmart. I'll have to look at my Walmart. Some of my Walmart doesn't always have all the things, but I will have to look. All right, let me leave plenty of slack for sewing here. Do I need to slip stitch this and make it flatter? I think I might. Even if the pattern doesn't always say do a slip stitch to like, hold on, to even out this little transition here from here to here, I tend to do it anyway. It doesn't, I don't know if it makes a huge difference in the end when you're sewing it, but sometimes it seems to make a little bit of a difference just to make it a little more flat right there. So now it's not perfect, obviously, because I didn't go back and I could have done I forget what it's called, but where you go back and you sew it the last 2 loops and then the other 2 loops and you really, really flatten it out, but that's good enough. All right, so I'm gonna grab this. Arthur, are you on top or Tracy on top? No, okay. All right, so I don't know where exactly it goes. I'll have to read, but somewhere back here. So we have a little tail. It grew a lot actually at the last minute. It got quite large. So now we have a little tail for our Mr. Twice out. Yes, Mr. Ban. Hey, no. What time is it? It's only 12. We've only been swimming for 1 hour. That means it's been 1 hour since you went outside. Can you wait, please? Can you wait, sir? We are just moving some snow over. Okay. We need to make 3 horns, Arthur. Can you help me make 3 horns? Can we get some coffee? You just said it when I have to check it out. Oh, sorry, Arthur, stop hitting the microphone. Every time I frog something, my yarn turns into spaghetti. Yes, it does. It does look like an ice cream cone. And yes, I know. Every time you frog something, it curls it up. I'm like, it kind of annoys me sometimes when that happens because I feel like it gets easy to knot up. Oh yeah, I'll show you guys my little knit hat while we're here. I don't think I messed it up. I didn't look at it real close after I worked on it a little bit. Let's see. Hold on, we got to be a little weird for a minute. Figure out how far we need to go. Let's see. Oh, I got a good amount. Oh gosh. I want to finish this like a good amount of time before Valentine's Day so I can actually wear it a couple of times, but I don't know if that's going to happen, even though it is stretchy. But this is our progress on our knit hat that we were working on. Again, the plan is to sew it together, brim up, and then put a crochet, I don't know if I'm going to put it down here or up here, but a crocheted light pink heart on it for like a Valentine's Day kind of beanie that I can wear in like February, late January. Really anytime, but especially then. Aw, Arthur looks. Hey, quit! No, 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 no. Wait, let's flip that. That's dangerous. No, no, no. I was tapping it with the needle. I was like, let's not do that with the pointy end. Send you into a screenshot of the movie. Yeah. Oh, thank you, MJ. I knew thank you for a reason, so I went back to see why. Thank you, MJ. Supposedly I'm not allergic to nail glue, but I'm starting to wonder. Ooh, I hope not, Chris. Oh God, I hope not. I saw this weird thing the other day that was like some kind of hard glue gel stuff, and I was like, is that even real? They like put a glob down, put the nail down, removed the excess, and then cured it. And I was like, is that even a thing? I don't know if it was real or not. Is that a knit hat? I like the hat that you can find. You do that too. Yeah, it will be kind of more of a slouchy kind of beanie style. Yeah, I've only made one before, and to be honest, I'm really brand new to knitting. So I know the day that I picked up the knitting needles. That was Christmas Eve. So December 24th, I started playing with the needles. I had just bought some and looked up how to cast on night, and then figured that out, and then was looking up how to do knit stitch, which I can do it, but there's something about my tension that makes it get really tight really fast, and so I have an issue with that. But purl, I can purl all day long, and so I just taught myself how to purl, and so I don't know how to do gauges and everything yet, just because and one reason I don't have more than one size knitting needle. So I'm kind of doing the square beanie thing and practicing my stitches. There is a mistake in here somewhere, but I've tried to do the best I can, you know. But I'm new. I'm learning, and it's coming along. But thank you. Yeah, got to use what you know, Christy. I know more about crochet for sure, so. And that's the only reason I know how to do the square and make a beanie, right? Because of crochet. So how do you close it up at the end, the beanie? So I just make the square, and then let's see. I try to look for like a good place in between, and then like on the edge, you look for a good spot where you can stick your needle every so often. And you don't want to go in like every stitch necessarily. I think that's a little too much if I'm remembering correctly. I think you want to go in maybe like every couple stitches and just kind of weave back and forth, and then go all the way around. And then once you get all the way around, join it to the other side. So, sew back to this other piece once you get all the way around. and then you pull it, and once you pull it tight, it'll kind of cinch it and make it into a little beanie. The only thing is, the very first time I did it, it was very wonky on the top, like it was kind of bumpy and lumpy. So, but I think that because I also used like super bulky yarn, it was super thick. And so that is a little bit trickier when you're doing it this way, I think. But if you're using like an acrylic, like a regular 408 kind of yarn, it's not as bad. I usually do the whole sewing thing, and then I stick my hand in there and kind of shape it as I'm like pulling it tight, and that kind of helps, I think. The yarn has recommended needle sizes, and the ribbing around knit hats I do has 2 knit stitches and 2 purl stitches all around. Yeah, so that's the only way to get these needles. But I feel like the thing is, I get confused because I don't know a lot about gauge swatches and things, and so all the tutorials that I was seeing online were like telling me that I needed multiple size needles to try out different size gauges to find out where tension was to make like a certain size hat or whatever. And so I was like, well, I don't have that. But then I've also seen one tutorial that mentioned that I could just use size 10 needles, but then it was a double strand. Like, ooh, I don't know about the double stranding for my first time. I can double strand and crochet, but I'm just so nervous about it with the knitting for some reason. But I haven't found the 10 size knitting needles yet. I need to look at a different store to see if I can even attempt that, because I kind of want to try that. And then that's also in the round, so I need to learn how to do it in the round as well, or on the round needles. And I've heard that I should get some interchangeable needles if I really want to get serious about this. So that's another thing for maybe a little later on, because I'm still more focused on crochet, of course, but knitting is just something that I wanted to learn, because I also say I could do both, you know, because I think that's cool. Because people always ask, "Are you knitting or are you crocheting?" And I was like, "Well, I crochet. I actually don't know how to knit, but now I can say, well, I do how to knit a little bit, you know." But yeah, so, and I feel like I knit a little strangely, but it's okay. It works for me for now, but it does get a little confusing when I follow tutorials. You don't remember how to cast on, you only know how to, yeah. The cast, so many people do so many different methods of casting on is the thing that I have learned. Is like, I've even seen people cast on with a crochet hook now, which I thought kind of cool. But I hold my yarn funny. I don't like wrap it around my finger. I just kind of hold it in my hand. Oops, got an extra piece of yarn just chilling. And I feel like that's a little strange about the way I do, but I don't know. Let me get this notification away. Sorry. Didn't mean to smack you with my thumb. I think knitting is kind of boring. It takes a while. It takes a while. I have definitely learned it takes a while. Even though I feel like I can knit a row pretty quickly, the overall piece still takes a good amount of time. Best deal, get a set of needles with cables. You'll have to check out Fox and Pine. She has knitting in. Ooh, okay. Hold on. Let me write that down. I have a paper here. I can actually write that down because I would love to check that out. Knitting takes twice as long as crochet does. Yes, yes. Ooh, you need to talk to Chris. Talk to MJ about the looms. She knows about the looms. I used to be into the looms when I was like pretty young, but I forgot about it. Let's see. Said Fox and Pine. Okay, Fox and Pine for knitting. Thank you. And then so many of the tutorials I was clicking on too were like also tutorials, and I was like, like they had paid patterns you needed to go with it, and I was like, that's cool, and I do want to support, but at the same time, I'm not going to mention it again, but I did just kind of lose my job, so I kind of don't need to be spending money on patterns that I don't even know that I can accomplish, you know, that I'm very unfamiliar with the skill and how it happens and works. So I don't want to like spend money on something that I don't know that I can even do. So I'm very interested in any and all ways I can learn. So thank you. Yes, yes, I did. I did write down Fox. I'm sorry if I may have sounded like I said Fix as well, but yes. I did. I wrote that down. Thank you for that. Thank you, Christy. Christy, do you have a channel? Because if you do, I need to follow you. I need to write down your name so I can follow you. Actually, I can just look you up. I'll wait till you answer. See if you have one first. Like a channel or an Instagram or anything. I don't have Nightbot. I need to work on that. Somebody actually sent me the link for Nightbot. I just need to set it up. Try to set it up. Maybe I can try that this weekend. There's a couple things I need to set up this weekend, and maybe I can add my list. Let me see. Yeah, unfortunately I don't have, but I'm gonna work on that though. Let me see if I can just search your name up and find you that way. Christy, honey hedgehog was so cute. Honeybee. There can't be too many of you with this name, right? I swear. Oh gosh, you guys, I'm having an issue because there you are. I gotcha. Oh, I like your profile picture. It's cute. All right, subscribed. Done. So I stitch marker. Sorry. I basically just what was I gonna say? Crap. I forgot. I got distracted. I don't know. It was something. But I gotta figure out all this stuff. I'm excited though. I just gotta figure out. I hope that this commission teddy bear goes well. I'm a little nervous because I haven't actually looked at the tutorial yet. And I probably should have. So if this doesn't go well, I'm gonna have to like look up another nurse teddy bear pattern, which I don't know how many of those there really are. It's like a nurse scrubs outfit teddy bear. So hopefully it goes well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was hoping to get it to them so they could give it to their daughter for their birthday, but unfortunately the yarn didn't come in time. So I'm, hey, maybe you can give it to them for, Valentine's Day. And Max like, that's giving their daughter a Valentine's Day present. I was like, no, it's not. My grandma gives me Valentine's Day presents. Are you kidding me? Or she used to when she was like a little more mobile, I was like, she gave me this monkey. Love everything my grandma gave me. I cherish it all. Not going live yet. You're on Instagram too. Oh, awesome! If you follow me on Instagram, Christy, I'll see it and I will sub to you. I have my Instagram in the description of my channel as well as in the description of the live. No pressure or anything, but if you want to, and I'll follow you back. I'll recognize your name for sure. You're under Create, Craft, and Bake. Ooh, and Bake. How exciting. Let's see. Let me see if I can find you real quick. Let's see. Just see a new one there. That's somebody else. Okay. I kept getting all these new followers on Instagram, and I was like, how am I getting new followers? I do not understand. I have not been posting anything other than stories, which I post pretty much every single day. But I was like, how am I getting new followers and stuff? And then I realized that I had posted my username in the Jenna Patreon, like share your username and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, that's gotta be where these people are freaking coming from. Let's see. I think I found you. Let me double check your name. Yep, I found you. Following. Gotcha. Oh, such a cute little hedgehog picture. Oh, I like that. That's cool. I'm gonna save that because I like that. All right. I saved the little quote thing you posted about the years. I like that. All right. All right. Now I'm done. I'm lucky. I try to do all the things, mostly crochet and crafting, and a little bit of knitting and sourdough and dessert baker. Ooh, for quite some time. I just got laid off from your job. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Trust me. I know how that feels. It was very sudden for me. So, I'm still kind of sad about it. So, I was a caretaker. So, I looked after my patient I was thinking about it, almost 10 years. And so she was, and also because she was my best friend's mom and everything, so she was like family to me. And I did holidays with them, and I mean, I did everything with them. And so it's going to be really tough not to see them and unexpected. And her husband ended up breaking his hip, and so it's kind of forced her to move out as well. So there's really nobody to care for right now at the house. So that's basically what happened, and so that was very sudden. But thankfully he's doing well, and all that stuff. So I'm very thankful for that. Yeah, and I unfortunately, you say it's unexpected, so you don't have time to like save up or anything or know that it's coming. And it's hard enough to save up nowadays with things as expensive as they are, right? So it would have been difficult even if I knew it was coming, but let alone when you don't. You take care of my mom and her last is all. It is. I know it is so difficult, and I can't even. And I feel so bad, my friend, because it's her father, and she's going through a lot trying to take care of her mom and find a good place for her to be, and and there's not a lot I can do as far as that's concerned. It's just kind of up to doctors and where they're going to deem she's worthy of being placed and things like that. And so it's going on, but hopefully everything will figure it out. We pretty much all live paycheck to paycheck. Is scary. That is right. It is very true. Listen, I am very blessed that I do live in a rental that is rented to me by family. So I know that even if we are unable to make rent on time, that we would be okay, and that we don't have an evil, mean landlord that's going to kick us out immediately. But at the same time, they need that money, so that's not really an option either, not to be on time with things. So, but it's nice to know, I am very lucky to know that I'm not going to lose, the place that I live. So that's good. Now, a couple years, that might be a different story, but for now, I'm very lucky with that. At least I'm lucky that I do have a husband and that he can help me a little bit, but I also, it's hard for him too, and I don't like being a burden on him. I don't want to feel like, I don't know that he would feel that way. I don't want to feel that way because it makes me feel that way because I'm used to paying for all my own things, I don't like to burden him paying for my yarn and my makeup and my deodorants and my, that's all stuff that I pay for, and I don't mess with it. Even my food. We just always done that because when we dated and then we moved in and before we got married, and we just have always kind of kept things like that separately, but now it may have to be a little different. So, thank you, Christy. I see you followed me back. Just got the notification. So our apartments, we haven't been able to buy a lot of stuff lately. Yes. It's so hard for everybody, you guys. It really is. God bless. If it's not hard for you right now, then bless you. You're doing better than most. Because I hadn't gotten a raise in quite a while, and they were talking about giving me a raise, which was really cool, and I was getting kind of excited about that. And then all of a sudden, I was like, oh no. But I'm still trying to fight for a position of looking after the house, because no one's going to be around to look after the house, just to make sure everything's okay around there, to maybe make sure it won't be caretaking money, but it'll be something. And I didn't make a lot either, because I also didn't want to rob my patient, because they only make so much being on disability, right? So it's just a whole thing. You still have our house. Oh, okay. So you have a house and an apartment. That makes sense. It makes sense. So you don't have to paint there and put new doors on your mom. It was on leasing, so we have to paint the doors on. Aw. Should I post everything I crochet on Facebook? Ooh. I don't know, Pets World. I mean, it's up to you. If you're cool with everybody on there seeing it and everything. I've never, I was gonna say I've never looked to see on there. Not that I could see. Your YouTube link from IG is broken. Oh, thank you, Christy. Thank you for telling me that. I do need to fix that. Thank you. I'll work on that. Let me see. Write that down too. I'm not going to do it right now, but I'm going to fix that. Thank you for telling me. I did not know this. Fix YouTube link on Instagram. Thank you for telling me, because I do need to fix that. I don't want it to be broken. I tend to post it on my stories a lot of times as well, but I need that one to work too. So yeah, thank you for telling me. I appreciate you telling me that. Yeah, it's only on Facebook, but they're all able to see it. So I definitely need to know. So let me see. I remember I subscribed to your channel, but I didn't. I looked more at your Instagram than your channel. Let me look back at your channel, because I can't remember if you said that you do like content or anything. Oh, I see. You got some shorts up here. Okay. Did you say that you were thinking about going live or something, or just that you had never done it or anything? Is that what you? I can't remember. You're the only. Oh. I got you, Pets World. I got you. Yeah, I have like one or two people on mine that I don't really know because I met them in like a Facebook group something. But the rest of the people I know and met and everything, except for Susan, who is my friend from England. We have never met, but we send each other Christmas cards and things. She's my best. It was so cool the first time I got mail from her. I was so excited to get mail from overseas. Okay, awesome, Christy. Well, I subbed and I turned my notification bell on, so hopefully I will know when you do. Ooh. Trying to get this. I need to cut this freaking tag off this pillow. I got it last year at Walmart. I think they still had them this year though, or somebody had them or similar to them. All right, let me go back to my pattern. 5. Okay, so that's that. Do not stuff the horn. Fasten off. Leave a long tail for sewing. Don't stuff it, but it's going to be weird if I don't stuff it. Okay, so I just need 3 of these. Oh, they're quite small. They're so small. Okay, well let's cut it and see what happens here. Don't need that much of a string because I don't want to. Yeah, slip stitch it to make it a little smooth. All right, Pets World, have fun. Go find you some cardboard. You can find it. You can do it. Oh, yay! I like it that you guys are subbing to each other. Had plans to start in January, but the ending up. Oh no! I'm having rotator cuff tendon surgery. Oh no, Christy! Blessings. My goodness, I'm so sorry. I know that must be awful. I know rotator cuff injuries and things awful. So gosh, bless you. Oh my goodness. I may have to get some tweezers and stuff this in. If you guys ever have anything that you can't like get stuffed, or like even this, for example, is what I'm going to do is take this magic ring and probably get some tweezers and stuff it inside of the horn, just because it says don't stuff it, which there's like basically no room anyway. But I'm going to just stuff magic ring in there because it's going to keep it from coming open. And then it's also a little bit, and then it's going to stuff it a little bit. Maybe I need tweezers. Maybe I can do it with this pin, but tweezers are the way to go. I really need to buy a set just to keep in here instead of grabbing the ones in the bathroom and running back and forth with them. I need to buy a cheap pair that I don't care about to put in my crochet bag. Use a chopstick. That's a good idea too. I think it all depends on the size of it too, because sometimes I have to like roll it up in a ball and grab it and then do it, especially if I'm doing like micro crochet and it's like super tiny, then I have got to, because sometimes even like that won't fit, but because I have like narrow tweezers as well, which help a lot. All right, let's see if we can. I know I have another amigurumi stick, but it's in another project. I need to order some more. But I don't, not right now, but at some point. Because I can also just get the knitting needles, which work very well, and use the rubber balls on them, which is what I used for a long time until I bought these. Okay, so we got one horn. It looks small, you guys. Do I want to make it bigger? Hold on. I don't know. Again, reading exactly where it goes until it's time to put them on, but I'm trying to decide. I think that looks like too tiny. I don't know. I'm the other ones, I guess, and then put everything together and see. But it looks like a little. It looks like a little smaller than I was expecting. I feel like I'd rather it be like 8 around than 6 around. See, I'll make the other ones and we'll make a judgment after I make the frill and everything. It's not that much yarn, and I have a ton of white yarn because I own a white blanket, so that I'm not afraid of using. The rest of it I'm kind of being stingy with because I'm like, I don't know how much I got. I mean, I've got a good amount of yarn, but I don't know how much like more yarn I'm going to be getting, so I'm trying to be a little stingy with it, you know, trying to be careful. Sweater, everything takes long to crochet the handle of these baskets. It does the whole. Oh my gosh. Sometimes things like that are so annoying, Chris. And I wonder too, does it make you, one thing that I really hate and like to do about like making handlings is there's a stitch that you can do where you like do a chain, and then instead of going in, I can't remember, I think instead of going into the front 2 loops, you go into the back loop. I think that's right. And it makes it like, I don't know, it makes it better, and it also gives it like a different look to the edge. It looks nicer, but it's a biatch to do. It is just, ooh. I also use some of those little plastic tools that come with the lids air dry clay. Oh, there you go. That's a good idea too. I know what you're talking about, those little tools. Yeah. Sorry. I keep doing that little piece of dry skin. I need to get my lip stuff and put it on. Hold on. Let's drink all the beverage. Do that. It's okay. I think it's just somebody going down the road, I think. I hope. I don't think it's anybody here. If it is, it better be Joanne's order. Yes, it better be somebody with my Joanne's order. All right, let's check this. Since we're not doing anything, might as well see what we just got. Aw, we'll check that in a minute too. Oh my goodness, that is thick, girl. That's a thick handle too. That's a thickums. She a thickums handle. Uh-oh, where'd my stitch marker go? Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm upset because I don't want to lose the pretty ones. That is a thick handle, Chris. It's a pretty color though. This pretty blue color. I like it. It looks good though. Looking good. I know, I'm always over here like biting it, pulling it off. I'm like, stop it. Let me put this on, then I won't do that. That's the thing. If I put this stuff on, I'll leave it alone. Because this is like a stain and a gloss. So I'm like, I'm not going to put that in my mouth. Tell us more on it. I had to take the stopper out of this because it was like not coming out. I kind of like it and I kind of don't like this. It's the elf glossy lip stain thing. It's supposed to be a lip gloss, but then it like leaves your lips with a little bit of color. It doesn't leave them with that much, to be honest, but like just a little bit. But I don't like actual lipstick because it like I rub it off everywhere. So this is better for me. I'm debating on folding it and having slip stitching it together. Ooh, the handle. And they just make your lips scrub with sugar. Yeah, sometimes I'll just use sugar too. Yes, I've done that with just sugar on occasion and made that work. If you don't have anything else. And I also got these little silicone little lip scrubby things from the Dollar Tree. They're nice. They're more of like a softer, like you could do that more daily than like the sugar scrub, you know? Yeah, the handle. It's not necessarily a bad idea, Chris. I mean, the worst thing that could happen is you don't like it and you pull it, and then where you put those slip stitches, it's a little stretched. Like that's the worst thing that could happen. But that should give it a little more stability, right? Is that what you're thinking? and able to like stand on its own. I wish there was a good way to put wires in this. See, I've heard different things about wires and things and how it depends on what they are, and them coming out can be a problem on the age of the child, especially. But any really age, it can be dangerous. So I don't know, but I feel like that's not a bad thought. You could definitely try it for sure. Like I said, the worst thing that could happen is you frog it, and then those stitches are slightly stretched from where you put an extra stitch in there or whatever. If that makes any sense. I don't know if I'm describing that correctly, but didn't find the card book, but you found a measuring tape. You need to see if you can move it somehow. Oh boy. Oh, yeah, that's right. To see if you can rearrange. You can also do equal parts honey. Yes, honey and sugar would be good, and coconut oil. Yes, that would be good too. Around the wire, no bueno. Yeah, crocheting around wire doesn't sound fun to me. The only time I've ever done anything like that is when I did the snake for the Harry Potter collab thing, and I put a little stuffing in, folded the paper. No, I think I took paper pipe cleaners. Sorry, took 2 pipe cleaners and twisted them, and then stuck it inside of it and just crocheted around them, like in a circle sort of situation. And that worked, but I've also heard that's bad because those can pop out for little kids. I mean, obviously I'm not giving that one to anybody, but like still, we're selling it, but I've heard that they can pop out. So I don't know. The only other thing I would think to do is maybe you could weave in some like thin wire or something afterward, like after you crochet it. Maybe you could somehow weave in a wire, a thinner kind of style wire to give it some support. You would just have to be really super careful about those edges and where you put them, tuck them, wrap them, whatever, to make sure they didn't scratch the kids as they were, reaching in and out. Oh, the table, as long as the place is supposed to be. Ooh, oh, good. I hope it works. Pet Swirl. They're great tools. You made them with your grandkids last year. Ooh. Aw. I bet that was sweet. 2, 3, 4. I need to check my 5. After I finish my beaded crochet kit that I'm getting, I need to check my own bead collection and see what beads I have to work with, because I know I have a lot of different beads, but I don't know if I have enough of the same colorings, and I don't know like size wise. And then some of them I bought for kids, like when I was babysitting, to make different bracelets for little kids and stuff. So I'm not sure that some are going to be like suitable. We'll just have to see. I will go with you guys, but I'm sure they're a mess. I'm sure there's beads everywhere. I'd be horrified. Because I always plan an activity when I like babysit for the most part. I always want to have one thing to do, especially if they're going to be here all day long. I don't want to just like depend on being like, okay, let's do nothing. I either get stuff to make bracelets, or I'll get coloring stuff, or I don't know, just get something to do. I've learned slime is not a thing to do. I never did it, but I learned from the children that it's a bad thing to do, because they're like, Mommy gets mad when we play with slime. I'm like, yeah, Mommy does get mad when you play with slime, because you get it everywhere. Let's see. You have coconut oil, sugar, and honey. Yes, MJ, there you go. Your lips are gonna be feeling better, girlfriend. And you know what? If you also, if you for some reason absolutely hate the feel of like doing it, like I said, Dollar Tree has those like silicone lip scrubbers. They have like stick ones where you can just do this, and then they have like ones where you stick your fingers in, and they're shaped like lips, and you just scrub it. And they come in a 2-pack, because I got one for me and for Mac, but he won't use his. And then they also, like, Elf sells like a lip scrub in a stick, like a lipstick style. So it's like in a stick, and you just do it like a lipstick and then wipe it off. They were on sale the other day at Walmart, but I don't know why they were on sale. I think they were clearing them out for new stuff. They have a popcorn scented one, which I'm like, I don't know about it. I like popcorn, but I don't think I want a popcorn scented lip scrub. Thank you very much. Aww. Oh, coconut oil doggy for fleas. Oh, does that help with fleas? Really? We used to have problems with fleas when we first moved over here because I don't know, it's just this area is different from 2 miles down the road apparently. And it was bad at first. Like we kept giving him different flea medicine and nothing was really working. And then we finally found one that worked, thank goodness. Doctors always telling us to be careful because they can become like immune to it again, the fleas. So, yeah, I don't know about popcorn scented lips either. I know they have a coffee one, a popcorn one, a coconut one, I think. I wish they just had like a more regular one, but I don't know. And then Wet and Wild had like a watermelon one, and I still have that one. I've had it for a long time because you only use a little bit at a time. And that one was okay. But yeah, making one is just as good. Making one is just as good. I have gotten Mac to scrub his lips with sugar once. I have actually convinced him to do that. But other than that, I cannot get him to use his little lip scrubby thing. He's like, my lips are dry. And I'm like, honey, if you would use a little lippy thing. He's like, nah, I'll just use this chapstick. I'm like, okay, good luck with that. He's not one of those like, you know, wanting to be the best for me all the time. He's just kind of like, well, you love me, don't you? You know, no, I'm just kidding. But sometimes I do wish he was a little more like, you know, I'd like for my lips to not be chapped for my woman, you know. But he's just a man, you know. I know you don't have kids right now, but coconut oil works for head lice too. Oh, that's also good to know, MJ. Is it? I wonder why it works. Is it because it's like a slick thing, or is it because I know it's also? Isn't it also like some kind of not antibacterial, but anti something? And then I don't know. Typical, right? I know. It's like, oh my goodness. When we first met, Mac's hands were like babyest, softest little hands. I was like, you have the most beautiful hands. Like I would tell him, you have such lovely hands. And he's always kind of thought that was kind of funny, but I was like, you do, you have really beautiful hands. And then throughout our years of being together, that man has punched not because of me, but just life situations, has punched the walls, has punched the ceiling of the car, has got scars on his knuckles. Now he's a mechanic. He's got more scars on his knuckles from that. He's a mechanic, so they're rough. And he's just, it's so funny though. He's like almost a whole different human being from the guy that I met. It's so funny. He is and he isn't, 10 years can change a lot about a person, Plus, we were in our early 20s. So, how to exfoliate the dead skin before you can moisturize. Just explain to me how you can exfoliate the dead skin, right? I know. I'm like, you can't. You're just rubbing in the dryness, man. You're just rubbing in the dryness. Oh, goodness. No, it suffocates them. I'm not sure how it works, but even for fleas. Oh, okay. It suffocates them. Okay, I can see that. I guess they can't like move or breathe or like, I can see that. And I guess they probably can't like hop around very well. And yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I used to always have coconut oil, and now I haven't had any in a while. I should get some more. Yes, I used to have it because I used to give it to my other dog sometimes for his coat. Just give him a coconut oil to help out with his fur and his skin, keep skin a little moisturized and stuff like that. Arthur, you could probably use some coconut oil on your belly. You get a little dry on again in the winter time. Where is that? Oh, that's my, I was like, where is this coming from? It's literally my magic ringtail. I'm so confused. Yes, it's great for their skin and coat. Yes. Yes, always have coconut oil and castor oil. Yeah, see, I need to do that. I don't know why. I suppose I haven't why did I used to always want it? I don't know if it was one time when I was also stretching my ears or what it was when there was some other reason that like coconut to have for some skin, maybe it was my skin. It was something that I had coconut oil for. And so I always had it on hand and I would use it for a lot of things. And then all of a sudden, and then I used it to cook and stuff too. Obviously not the same one, but I would use it to cook and things. And now I'm not really sure. I'm thinking, I'm kind of confused why I don't have any. I haven't needed any, I guess. Yes, keep it in with emergency food storage. Yes, good things. That is a good idea. I should get some. Rose, hello. And also almond and avocado oil. Yes, they are also good for things. Well, speaking of dry, I did moisturize my cuticles last night, but my goodness, It's been so dry out though. I got this stuff the other day because my hands have been so dry. I don't know if I still have it in here. I'm a Dollar Tree lady, in case you don't know. I like the Dollar Tree. And so I bought this. There's a lot of things going around online about the Be Pure Dollar Tree. It's like a brand. And I bought this hydrating hand gel cream, and I bought it because it's a gel cream and not like a regular lotion. And it has hyaluronic acid in it, and it says compared to the Neutrogena Hydro Boost gel cream, which I really liked their Hydro Boost like moisturizer and stuff because it's like really moisturizing and it like sinks in really fast because it's like a gel. And it's actually so far, I mean, I haven't used it a lot, but so far it's relatively decent. It does have fragrance and stuff in it, but I don't know. I don't see alcohol in it, which is good. But so far it's okay. Like it absorbs relatively fast, which is good because I don't need something that's going to sit there forever when I'm trying to crochet. But I also don't use it when I'm like making things for somebody who might have allergies. So I thought about it the other day. I was about to put it on and I was like, no, I'm working on something for a baby. I can't do that. I don't want to irritate their skin by getting this on there. I got this the other day. Same day. This was before I lost my job. But anyway, I also got this, which is a little fan, you know. Wait, let's see. Can we see the fan? Does it blow? Okay, you can't tell. It's blowing my bangs around a little bit. But it's good for like a face fan, you know, which is good for things. I thought it would be good for me because I walk a lot of places, including to work. But anyway, it will now be more of a makeup fan when I think I'm having a freaking not really hot flash fan. But I figured for $1.25 it wouldn't kill me to try it because I've always wanted one of those little fans. And so I was like, well, it may not last very long, but at least I'll get to try it and see if I actually even use one of these little fans, whether it would be nice. Yes, I bought 2 of them actually because I was worried that one wouldn't last that long. So I bought one to like have at the house to do like if I like have setting spray or something. Because the other thing I also like use like one of these like facial mists if I'm like really hot or something all of a sudden. Because sometimes I don't know if it's like my medicine or what, my anxiety. I don't know. I get like what are essentially hot flashes, and so I'll like spray myself with this and then like fan myself. That's literally why I have it sitting here. And I'll feel so much better after that because it like kind of makes you feel like you're sweating sort of, so it like condensates and makes you feel cooler, you know. But it helps a lot. Pro tip: if you do have hot flashes or anything, I don't know if that'll help short, but I'm pretty sure it will because it helps me with my little whatever I have. Spray some facial mist on you and get you a little fan and just sit, just breathe. Second horn. Arthur, you got something on my blankie. I'm getting nothing on my nice white fluffy blankie. Where is that boy at? I don't know. I'm not gonna buy somewhere being good. Some really good spray bottles. Yes, dude, that's right. I also got, what else did I get? Okay, so I got a couple things actually. I got the fan. They have these little light up mirrors, which I got one for me and one for my friend. They're like, which is actually why I got 2 fans because I thought I may give one to her as well because I want to make her a goodie basket. She's dealing with a lot, and her mom. But they have these little mirrors. They're about this big, and they have the little lighted edge around them. The light is very bright. It's almost too bright, but if you had that combined with like another mirror that you could hold up to when you're traveling, then I think you'd be set. So I got one of those, and then I got the fan, and then I got, what else did I get? The fan, the thing, and the hand cream, I think. I wish I could find that. I love that wherever that is. They had these really cute lip oils the other week. I don't think I have one over here right now. But I don't know if anybody knows what those, like, what are they called? Yesu do? The lip oil that has like that curved shaped bottle to it. But they had those, like dupes for those the other week. And I got 2 of them. And I'm so glad I did because they didn't have any more when I went back. And because I'm not a huge lip oil person, but I'm starting to be. And they were really nice. I was glad I got them. I just wish I had gotten the other one they had, but it was lemon scented. And I don't really like lemon. I got the peach one and the grape one. I can't remember. I think they were by Beauty Intuitions or something. And then they also had like a lip mask in a little pot, and I got one of those, and that's pretty good. It's a little like hard, sort of like when you dip your finger into it, so you sort of have to like scoop it out. But once you get it on, like it's pretty nice. I need a light up mirror. My daughter took mine, so I needed to put my contacts in. Oh, I know my other light up mirror that my mom gave me a couple years back for Christmas was like falling apart. Like the actual mirror inside of it is like falling out. It's just attached by wires. I'm like, ah. Let's see. Oh, I gotta go back. I gotta read that. They have some really good spray bottles too. Yes, the spray bottles. They're like pink and lavender. Yes, I got one of those. That's the other thing I got was a spray bottle. Mister. Yes, those are nice. That's what I was thinking is I might put like some of that facial spray in there. That I'll use it for my hair or something. Little face scrubbies. Yes. Oh, that's a good idea too, because I've already made them some scrunchies, so that's kind of off the list. They don't need scrunchies right now. I just made them those for Christmas as part of their gifts. But I'd like to do that, and then once I find out where my boss is going to go, or she's my boss and my patient. She pays me, so I call her my boss, right? But she's also my patient, so she's both. But wherever she's going to be staying at, I would love to make her something to decorate her room. And she used to have tons of house plants and things, and so I'd like to like maybe make her like a fake plant and maybe some other little things that she could have in her little room. So we're gonna see. But yeah, some scrubbies would be a good idea, and I still do have some scrubby yarn if I wanted to make some like extra scrubby ones too. Everything is off the desk now. Just like 2 things for 4 boxes. Oh, good. Be careful. Uh-oh, be careful. Don't hurt yourself. It's not worth getting hurt. All right, we have 2 horns now. I want to see how these freaking horns look now that I have 2, because I'm really skeptical about the size. And it could be because I'm using a different weight yarn than Jenna did. That means I'm like, I don't know if I like this size or not. We'll see. I think they're too small, you guys. I don't like this. Hold on. Let me look at these one more time, and I'll show you guys what I'm thinking. Let me make sure where she put them before all right, she puts them way up here. Yeah, they're too small, I think. I think what I'm going to do is try to make them in 8. So right now there's 6 single crochets around. They're not perfectly placed, okay? But just for the idea. Look at those. Are those too small? Does anybody else think they need to be wider? Because I think they need to be, there's 6 right now around. 6 single crochet and then 6 rows up. I think they need at least 8. Yeah, they're too small. That's what I'm thinking. It may be, like I say, the yarn that I'm using, but I don't know. I'm going to make them 8, and then what the 8 looks like. If the 8 doesn't look good, we'll make them 10 if we have to, okay? But I think 8 will be better. At least I figured out all 3, but I had to make another one before I could tell for sure. Thank you, guys. Yeah, thank you for helping me with that, because I thought so too. Sometimes you just need a second opinion, right? Yeah, but hers are 6, but mine just need to be a little bit. Like I said, maybe it's the yarn that I'm using. I'm feeling maybe that's what it is, because sometimes that can make a little bit of a difference. All right, so we're gonna do 8 this time. Let's start with 1. At least we don't have to count still, because we're just doing 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Yeah, thank you guys for helping me out with that. Appreciate it. I'm gonna have to leave the laugh when I do it. I don't want to get scared if you say like, ah, no. It's okay, Pets World. It's okay. It's okay. You never know if they could get up and start barking or something. You don't want to get scared. 5. I don't even know where he is right now. No, he can't be in the bed. I forgot I blocked the bed off. That means he has to be in that blanket right there. All right, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 7, and then let's do 8. 8 could be, no, I don't think 8 will be too many. I think 8 will be just right. Let's see. All right. So is anybody working on anything right now? Anybody got anything they're crocheting today? Or any current projects they're working on? Or anything they're thinking about working on? Any plans for any projects? Let's see. Just one, everyone. Okay. Here we go. I think, like I said, after this, I need to do my teddy bear mission, do the eyes on the embroidery for the rabbit and the dragon. Aren't that big of a deal as far as like getting it to the customer yet. The only reason I'd want to rush getting that to the customer is to make some extra money, which would be nice. But at the same time, I have to either ship them or drive them a good hour and a half one way and then an hour and a half back. So I don't know when I'm going to do that yet. And they don't have to be given to them until around September, I believe, is when they actually want that. So yeah, haven't crocheted even this dang game. Oh, MJ, no! Just don't lose the bug, MJ. Just don't lose the crocheting bug. Started your own search square. Ooh, what is a search square? I don't know if I know what that is. You're almost done with basket 3. Look at you, Chris. You're just flying through those things, aren't you? Getting it. You're probably starting to memorize the pattern by now, especially if it's in 1. All right, that was 2. This is 3. Okay. Yeah, these are going to be much better. I don't know if they're going to be quite big enough, but we're going to try it and see. I'm glad I had somebody else here to be like, yeah, that's way too small. I was like, I was thankful I had the right eye size for this because I thought I was going to be in trouble because there's one size of safety eyes that I don't have right now for black ones, and I was afraid one size I was going to need, but thankfully it was these. The only problem is I had to move them, so I lost a set of backs for the safety eyes because I had to pry them off and I couldn't save them. They're just not safe. So I had to move the eyes down a row from where she suggested, and then which I often have to do for whatever reason, maybe my tension, I don't know. So yeah, the pattern is super airy. Oh, okay. Okay, you didn't mean to say that. Gotcha. Yeah, this pattern is super easy. Good, I'm glad it is. Glad it is. It's always nice to have like an easy pattern every once in a while. That's for darn sure. I get stressed out if I do too many things that are like complicated. I'm like, I just want to relax and enjoy this. Which is one reason I'm not like into, like I do take commissions. I mean, obviously I take commissions, but I don't take a lot of custom things unless it's like, I want that cow, but I want it blue. And with a blueberry, I'll be like, all right, I do that. Whoa, my bow fell. No, the bow fell and knocked over the snowman. Okay, I'll fix him later. But anyway, the snowman there, like I would take him and put him in a different color hat and scarf. Totally, no problem, no worries. That's different. Now, if somebody's like, I want my dog, but I want him in a superhero costume, I'd be like, no, I can't do that. Like, nope, not experienced enough. Nope, can't do that. Sorry. Just nope. I'm not there yet. May never be there, but just am not there yet. That's for sure. Dropped it. It's okay. Oh yeah, this looks so much better already. I gotta look what it looks like on the head, but it's definitely gonna be better than the other one. I hope I don't run out of backs for those safety eyes since I had those 2 today, but we'll see. I had to use, they're either 19 or 20 millimeters. I can't tell by measuring them because they're like kind of little. And I think she used for hers, to be honest. I would like to know because I need to, no, she uses 25, but that's because she's using a plush yarn. I don't know. The only other thing I'm nervous is I started the pink Stegosaurus, but I haven't finished it yet because, well, I don't know. I just haven't, and now I need to finish the commission first, so I don't know if I'm going to get around to finishing the pink one right now. I'll probably do that in a few weeks. All right, that's 5. Let me look at this. Should I do 5? But I kind of want to do 6. So let's see. Yeah, we're doing 6. Guys, that's still too small. Huh. I think it might be okay for the middle one, but I don't know about these 2 side ones. It might still be too small. We'll go around more row and then we'll look at it. I may make the middle horn 8 and then the other 2 10. We might try that. Because I'm almost feeling like this one is too small as well. 6 full! And the thing lifted is like, what? You did it! Good job. She redecorated her room. She moved her desk. Good job. I'm glad you didn't get hurt. I don't want anybody to get hurt, especially not while they're under my whatever you want, in my chat, whatever. I don't want them to get hurt. Never, but especially not while they're in here chatting with me. I'll feel responsible. All right. There we go. All right. So again, I'm not really in love with how large this is, but I think it'll be okay maybe for the middle. Oh, I got a marker in here. Let me take it out. It won't lay flat. All right, so that's the middle, and I'm trying to show you without it being, I think that one would be okay for this middle. Now it's too long. Maybe for the middle one, I do need to make it 5 and make it like this. So maybe this for the middle one, maybe. But I don't think it's big enough for the side ones yet. I don't know. I literally may have to make the frills and then really seriously decide, or maybe I just go ahead and make another 10 different ones slightly bigger and then decide. Because I really feel like it's going to depend on what the frill looks like and how tall the frill is. I don't know. Urgh. It's getting on my nerves, man. I can't figure out what size to make it. It's 10 a.m. here in California. South to Joanne's. Woo! Oh, thank you, Christy. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I used to tell everybody I'm not worried about watch out, because I really wasn't, because that's not what I started YouTube for. But now that now that things are going on, I'm like, okay, it would be nice if I could get the waters up. So I really appreciate that. Thank you. And have a good, safe trip to Joanne's. Have fun. Aw, thank you. I'm glad you found me too. Thank you. And I will look forward to you going live or posting videos soon. All right, let me actually pull this and play with 5, because I think that's actually what I'm going to do if I do keep it small for the middle one. And then do a slip stitch. Hey, Pets World. All right, I will check it out, Pets World, in a few minutes. We'll check it out. Like I said, I wish I could figure out what to do with this. I might pull out my knitting in a minute. I'm getting frustrated with this. I need to work on that too. All right, I'm just going to cut this again. I haven't done it already. Come on, little buddy. Come on, little buddy. Come on, little buddy. That thing gets in my way sometimes, but it also helps me not lose these scissors. So there we go. All right. There we go. I got to, my poor fellow crocheters are down and out. I feel like I've got some that have been out and gone for a while. I feel like some have been sick. Poor Miss Angie from the yarn room is in the hospital again, I believe, and not doing well. And so she had to cancel a yarn meeting this morning. No, she's not doing well. She did that because she never does that. And yeah, I think it's better a little shorter. So I think this may work for the tip, but I think it's going to work for these. You can't even see it on that side. Let's try. Let's try really quick and just see. All right. I don't know what else to do. I was trying 10 and getting some more water. But so she's not feeling well, and then poor Miss Chris is not feeling well. Poor Miss MJ is not feeling well. I'm recovering. Max recovering. Who else is sick? I don't know. Just everyone. Just everyone. All right, so let's try this one more time. Potentially 2 more if this works. If this doesn't work, I'm just going to be like, oh my goodness. All right, but we'll hopefully get a good idea in a second if this is going to look good. 10. Oops, didn't pick up all the things. I want to check something while I'm sitting here. See if we hit this number again. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. Hold on a minute. Let me. Yay! We're at 387 with subscribers, which is awesome. And I think I told you guys that I'm like halfway there. What does that say? Let's see. Where is it? I'm like getting close to halfway there. I'm almost halfway there. What is halfway? No, 1. Yeah, I'm 200 watch hours away from being halfway to monetization. So that's good. I know it won't. I know even if I was to get monetized, it's gonna be like cents, but like I guess it's more of like an accomplishment than anything, you know. So that would be cool. Especially like only doing this for 6.5, whatever, you know. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh, you think you like the handle in half? Good, good, good. I hope that works out. I think it's a good plan because it could give it a lot more stability. Oh, it's okay, Pets World. Never mind, you'll just stay. Pets World, like I don't know what to do. Oh, learn more. So it actually only shows data as of 3 days ago. Huh? That's weird. I thought it would show more recent, but that's cool. And my short did really good that I did, so I'm excited. I got let's see, I got 1.5K views, which I know isn't a lot, but for a short, it's pretty good because I haven't posted one of those in a long time. And I got 94 likes, which is good. On my little short I made about my little stuffed animals, so that's good. Especially, they always say it's the ones you put the least effort into, and I swear they're right because it really is sometimes. I just really put in some pictures pretty much for that. Timed them a little bit. Need to go get your rubber. Aww, Binky. I never had a bee when I was little, actually. I asked my parents, did I like have a pacifier and like was it hard to get away? And they were like, no, because you never had one. I was like, oh. I don't know if it's because they didn't want the hassle of taking it away from me later, or I just never took one. I can't remember. I do know that my dad would not let me watch Barney. My dad, I have to ask him like his exact, but he did not want me to be like all the other little kids that were all obsessed with Barney, singing Barney all the time. So as far as he knew, I didn't watch Barney, but I totally watched it when he wasn't home because I didn't really know I wasn't supposed to. He just didn't want like people to give me like Barneys at my birthday parties. He only let me ever like have like one stuffed Barney. And I had no idea until I got like older that he was like so like, oh, okay. I think it just annoyed him or something. I'm not really sure. 3, 4, I don't know who that is. 5, 6, let's do 7, 8, 9 in the magic ring, and 10 in the magic ring. See if we can make this horn any bigger and any better. Oh, this tag. I wonder if I can cut this tag. Let me see. It's driving me nuts. I've been wanting to cut this tag for years, and I've never cut this tag. So maybe we can actually cut this tag. You're going to put everything on your desk. There you go. Well, I'm going to cut the tag. Let's hope I don't cut the pillow. I will be very, very sad, lady. Even though it's probably like $5. I would still be very sad because it's cute. And it's my Valentine's Day pillow. Do not cut this. Da 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 da. I'm sorry, I'm cutting it right here, right now. Aha, got it. So much better. No crinkly tag. Okay, good. Good, 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 good. Oh, okay. I keep forgetting what day of the week it is, you guys. I'm gonna always do that now until I get a job. I'm just never gonna know what day it is. I'm really bad about that. If I don't like have a go on a particular day. All right. We normally go grocery shopping tonight, but I don't know that that's gonna happen. We were also supposed to have a friend. That's not gonna happen. Bless. They will have to come over next weekend after we re-sanitize every freaking thing in the house. I'm so glad our friend that came over last weekend didn't get sick. Oh my God. I don't know how they didn't. They didn't. And to sanitize everything, we're gonna get some fabric. Don't they make? Does anybody know? Don't they make like fabric sanitizer that you can like sanitize your kitchen stuff with? I think they do. Like Febreze fabric sanitizer or Lysol fabric sanitizer, something like that. Don't they? I know they make it where you can wash things. Okay, but don't they make like a spray version? Because I need that for my couch. My couch, you know, it's like suede. Yeah, I thought so, Chris. That's what we thought. We were like, we need that. Because our poor friend sleeps on the couch when he comes over. I need to clean the couch because I've been sleeping on it when I'm sick. Bless Mac's heart. He's too big of a man to comfortably sleep on our couch if he was sick. So I'm the one that sleeps on the couch, which I don't usually mind, except for it hurts my back. So I'm like, oh. So now when I'm sick, I can't sleep, and then I can't sleep because my back hurts too because I'm on the couch. It's like, hand sanitizer. Sorry, thanks while I'm listening. No, you're good. You're good. Yeah. And I've heard things like the norovirus can only be killed with bleach and stuff, which I'm like, there's nothing I can do about that. I'm just gonna have to bleach what and Lysol the rest because I can't bleach everything in my house. Obviously, that's not possible, or it would ruin everything. So, just gonna do the best I can and clean everything to the best of my ability, and still not let Grandpa come over to help with anything for a while. Or my dad or anybody else. I haven't seen my parents since Christmas, and I haven't, which isn't that long, but it is because they live so close. But I can't risk hurting anybody. I want to, yeah, that's what I was thinking for Breeze. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Couch can turn into a bed. Ooh, see, that's what we should get. We actually do have a futon, but upstairs, it's like a couch that turns into a bed kind of thing. But it's upstairs and it's not put together anymore. Is that key to your house? Can't your parents or grandparents adopt it? Well, my grandparents can't because they have a little dog, and I don't know how their little dog does cats. And plus, I don't know how they do with cats. I mean, Grandpa likes cats, but my parents have a ton of cats. They take care of the strays and stuff around here, and unfortunately, ever since I was a child, people have dropped off pets around here, especially cats. And so my parents have many cats that they take care of and feed. And so really, he couldn't go there, but at the same time, I think he kind of likes it here. I know he likes it here, but and he comes in to be fed and everything, so that no other animals can eat his food and take it from him or fight him for it or anything. But he may eventually end up there, but I think he's relatively happy for now. We want to get him fixed, but it costs like $500 to get him fixed. And the other place that we could get him fixed at that's a little cheaper has like a really long waiting list, which is good. So we're trying to work on that as well. Have a bed couch that is so heavy. Ooh. See, our couch is like it's just like a L-shaped couch, but the only thing I like about this couch is the fact that it is the L shape that you can flip. So you can have it like this way, or you can have it this way. So you can like everything and do this with it. So you can have the L on either side, which is nice. But other than that, not a real big fan of this couch. We bought it online without seeing it. It was our first couch. And when it came, it was this color. And that's not what I ordered. I wanted it to be from the options that we had. I wanted the gray one, and it was black, and I was like, oh my God. And then like, well, it's the black one or nothing. And I was like, okay. So we ended up with a black couch. If that happens again, we are not ending up with a black couch. I'm gonna throw a freaking fit. But because I will not live like this with something that I don't like for this long ever. But it is what it is for now. We did talk about getting a new one a while back, but not anytime soon now. But it would be nice eventually to get a different one. But it obviously it doesn't match like the room or anything. But it is what it is. It wasn't supposed to be this color. Let's see. Couch over at my field looks injured. Oh, oh. But there's no abandoned animal. Oh, well, that's a good thing. There's not abandoned animals there. But for her cat, like people probably buy them over to the family. Maybe. Oh no, pets will no. Don't say that. I hate that. We always, unfortunately, we couldn't have the cats going or living inside when I was growing up, and they still don't because mom is like relatively allergic to cats. They still will come in and like visit, hang out, but they can't like hang out in the living room or whatever. They mostly have to hang out in the kitchen and dining room. There's not as much like carpeting and stuff. But they don't have to be in there anymore, so it's not as big of a deal. But there's a rug. But anyway, so they do come in and everything, and they hang out, and they have like insulated houses and all the things, and constant water and food and anything they could really want as far as that's concerned. But they forgot where I was going with all that with the cats. Shoot, what did you say? Maybe I don't remember. Oh, and most of the time, thankfully, my parents, I live like fairly close to the road, especially for living out here. Compared to they live off the road a little bit, and that's good because that keeps the animals away from the road. And there's also a pipe that goes under the road that for some reason the cats will use. Like in the past, I have seen a cat go under it, which I don't want them to do, but if they're gonna do it, I'd rather them go under the road than on top of the road where the cars are, obviously. But unfortunately, we hadn't had a cat get hit in, I don't know, 15 years, and then that ended up happening, unfortunately, to my favorite cat. And I think it was because they were cutting trees across the road. And I think she got curious about what was going on across the street. So, you don't like the basket at all? No! What's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? So many people on Facebook and in my areas like I ran away. Whoever took my cat gave it back. Oh, cat doesn't like you. There's a reason it never came back. Aw. Well, cats are very like territorial stuff, and so they can very easily, if they're not neutered or fixed, they can very easily get into fights with other cats and get scared away that way. They can very easily go off to find a female because they smell, females in heat. There's so many reasons cats can end up disappearing, honestly. I'm scared if the cat's only cat I like. My cousins and my friends will cat. Aw. Let me see. I'm gonna look at the picture. But yeah, so it's tough. Cats can do all kinds of crazy. Oh no! Wait a minute. I see what you're saying, Chris. I'm trying to figure out how to help you. If I can think. Hold on. Okay. So I thought what you were gonna do, because I don't think I realized it was. Well, it was in that picture. It wasn't attached fully. And I didn't think about the fact that it was attached from one side already so that it would do that thing that it's doing. If you get what I'm saying. Making that kind of roundish shape in there for the handle. I think it would have worked better if you had slip stitched it all together all the way down both sides, and it wasn't flat on the basket, if that makes sense. It was just one flat solid piece. I think because of the openings at the way it's at the bottom, I think it's giving it that awkward wide shape on the side. Is that what it is? Maybe I think that's, well, no, because it's not like that on the other side, but it's a little different looking on the other side. I don't know why it's doing that exactly. Yeah, I see what you're saying here. Chris, hope you don't mind. I don't usually show people's messages, but I'm saying like it's, I'm trying to look at it and think about this. And it's such a thicky yarn. Because it was like this, and she was trying to think of a way to like help out the handle. If anybody knows of any way to help, please let us know. But it's not like that on the other side, so I'm not sure why it's doing it. Maybe it's because it's from, no, because that makes sense. It still shouldn't. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, okay, cool. Some wire in there. Yeah, and that might still could help, but the thing is, the wire is dangerous for little kids, and so I don't know about the wire. I don't know, but it's ugly. It's something about it. It's not. It's like it. Something about the way it went together is strange. Definitely, I definitely agree with that. Huh? Could you? Is it too late to take the handle off and try a different method? Keep the bottom part. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, her grandkids is babies. Yeah, she didn't know. Uh, so yeah, I'm wondering. Let me see. I'm gonna go one more round on this. I think I did this. This one's 10 around. So let's see if this is any better. Oh yeah, I think it's not tall enough yet, but that's definitely better on like the thickness, I think, than that little tiny one we did to start with. So let's go one more round. Make it 6. Jenna's doing 5. I'm gonna do 6. Just because. I mean, I already changed it, but I've modified everything about the horn so far. Oh, I can frog it. Yes, I would frog it and rethink the handle. I don't know yet, but rethink the handle somehow. I don't know. I wonder, maybe give me a second when I finish this round, and I'm gonna see if I can look up something to help you. Because it's gotta be like another thing. I know I am still on. Well, I'm just working on my triceratops, so I might as well. Yeah. Sometimes I stay on longer, boo boo. You just don't know because you're busy. Boo boo. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald lives on a farm. E-I-E-I-O. You guys should have heard him the first time when we moved here. And my husband's from the city, right? So he lived in a subdivision all his life, and he grew up in the city and everything. And so he comes out here, and he's like, this video, and he's like, I have to go to the dump. I have to take my trash to the. They don't just pick it up. I have to drive it there, and like made this whole video about it or whatever. When we very first moved out here, he was like, this is ridiculous. All right, let's see. I think that's better. I know it still looks a little weird, but I still think that it's better than those little ones that we had going just with. I don't even know where those are. Here they are. Ah, okay, listen, do not get tangled. Don't get tangled on me. We're not going to do that today. We're going to be nice little yarn. Thank you. All right. Definitely much better than what we started with, I would say. Don't you think? Oh, hi, Wisdom. Hello. I am feeling better. I am feeling a bit better. A lot of people are live right now. Aw. It's okay. You don't have to be here. You can go visit with whoever you want to. But yeah, so what do we think, guys? We think this size is a lot better than this size. Like I said, we'll make our final determination if this is actually going to look right, this big one, once we make the frill. But I think that overall, this one's going to be much better than the little sky that the pattern called for originally. And then I'm thinking this one, which is kind of in the middle, will be good for the snout or whatever it is, the little snotty point area. Okay. I think that's good. So now I just need to make another one of these with 10 by 6 or whatever. And then let me move. I'm getting tangled up in all my stuff. Let me put this one here. That's my medium. This one I need to cut the yarn for is why it's like this. Yes, thank you guys. The bigger one. Yes, want to just rearrange my desk. Yes. Yeah, she's looking for cardboard. I wish I could give you cardboard. I have cardboard right there. If I could give it to you, I would. I would run it over there if we were neighbors. I don't know if you guys are like that, but I'm that kind of. I'm like, you need it? I got it. Okay, here. I was always like that with my boss too. I was like, she'd be like, do you have allergy medicine or do you have the? I'd be like, yeah. I was like, I have too much Gatorade I bought. Do you want some Gatorade? She was like, sure. I was like, all right, cool. I'll bring you 6 bottles. So I did. Because they're the sweetest people anyway. All right, there we go. So this was 10 by 6. I just got to remember that. Oops. Finish another one and then we'll be good. What do I have? The frill, which I don't know that I'm going to do on camera because I haven't done the frill before, and that's going to be interesting. All right, one more horn. Okay, she be found. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. R.I.P. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. She gone, but that's good. Hopefully, better. Whoa, sorry about that. My yarn smacked you guys. Hopefully, better things will come from the rogging process. Glad I haven't been terribly bad at counting today, because I swear it's like a couple weeks there where on camera I just could not count to save my life. Every round I was doing, I was like, what am I doing? But I'm figuring it out again. I'm going to take a basket and put all of my crochets in it instead of where they are and just like Pets World, have you ever seen, I'm sure you have, those net things that people make to put their crochet in? The like net things you put in the corner. Have you ever considered those? I'm pretty sure they're fairly easy. Like if you have any idea how they make like market bags where you like chain 5. What do you do? I forget. You chain 5 and you, well, if I could remember, I'd tell you. I think you slip stitch into something, then chain 5 again, and slip and chain 5 and slip stitch and chain 5. The mesh, yeah, the mesh ones. Yes, I wanted to make mesh. Yes, there you go. Yes, yes. I think if market bags are made very similarly, I think at least the mesh part. So can't make it straight. So I wonder if you try like a market bag, if that could help you at all. Maybe. I wanted to make one too for my yarn potentially. Like if I do ever set up my room, I definitely want to make a little thing to put up some plushies and yarn in. I might even make one for our bedroom. I don't know, for my little corner 5. Aw, thank you, Winsome. You're so sweet, and I love your voice is so, like, I don't know, something very angelic about your voice. I sound like a scratchy sick person, but yeah, there's something very angelic about your voice. I really like it. You seem so sweet. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You actually made one small, but you could use it. But yeah, can't find it. I feel like I remember you doing that, Pets World. Now that you say that, kind of. I feel like I might remember you making one or talking about one or something too. But yeah. All right, so that's my 10. 1. Let's make this other horn. Oh no, it's not. I don't think it's bad. I think you just have a nice voice anyway. I think you just have a nice voice anyway. It's just very sweet. It's very, very sweet and angelic and nice. Very soft spoken, which I can be. I can be that way sometimes. Very soft. I'm not angelic, okay, but very soft spoken. Because I can get kind of quiet and shy, but especially like when I'm out with people or whatever. I like, for example, my husband's dad is always, "What did you say?" Because I'm quiet when I'm like a little nervous and stuff, and I just get a little nervous around my in-laws and stuff because I want them to like me, and they do, but you know what I mean. I always want them to like me, and I don't know. I just get nervous. So I get quiet. I'm very lucky. I have a lot of in-laws, but I like them all. So my husband is divorced, so I get 2 mother-in-laws and 2 stepfather-in-laws, or 1 stepfather-in-law, 1 father-in-law, mother-in-law, and 1 mother-in-law. Oh no, yours doesn't, Sil. Yours doesn't, Pets World. You have a good voice. I was doing English homework. My mom said tongue, but she said tongue eye. I liked it. Oh me. Let's see. 3. Almost did an increase. I'm not supposed to be doing an increase yet. I'm excited to do. So really all I have to after this is the frill, right? Let me check my pattern one more time. But I'm pretty sure, yeah. I have to do the front frill and the back frill and then crochet them together. And then, let's see. Then sew on the horns, then sew on the frill, and then sew on the tail. And then I'm done. And the head. We gotta sew on the head. The head's gonna be the hardest part for me because I want it to be straight as I can be. It's either gonna be straight or it's gonna be not straight, and it's all on purpose, okay? But I've only done that once, making something crooked like that, and that was because it was a dinosaur, and it was like one of those patterns where it says do a couple stitches to get to the center, and it doesn't tell you how many. So yes. Okay, Moonrose, thank you. I appreciate you still being here. But yeah, let's see. 1, 2. I'm glad Arthur's being a good boy. He's sleepy. 3, 4, 5. It's good that I'm sitting here longer today because now I'll feel like I want to get up and move around after this, which is good. Because I'll be a little stiff from sitting here so long. I don't, like I said, this is like, other than at night when I'm here with my husband, like watching TV, this is the longest I sit and crochet for at a time because I'm so eager. I'm always like doing something, getting up, doing something, checking on something, grabbing something. All right, fill this up, pull this down. There we go. All right. We have 2 more rows, I think, on here, and then we're good on the horns. We might attempt the frills. We'll see what happens. If I don't like the way the frills are looking, I might knit for a few minutes before I leave and stuff. I need to, well, I want to make the heart for the crochet beanie until I figure out exactly how big the beanies be. And then I need to figure out where I want the heart to go on it. And then I guess I'm going to sew it on. I don't see why not. I don't know if I'll sew it on with regular thread or with yarn. That's the only thing. Maybe regular thread. I've never done that before, but I might try it. Oh, hi, Cynthia. You haven't even touched your knitting. I haven't, I mean, obviously I haven't touched it a whole lot because I'm still working on that same beanie. I worked on the Triceratops last night to do the head, and then I finished like the last 4 or 5 rounds this morning before I started streaming. How are you doing, Cynthia? How are you feeling? I feel like you were sick too, weren't you? I may be wrong, but I feel like you were. I got sick again. So I'm just now getting over being sick for the 2nd time this year. Super fun stuff. 2025 has been it's gonna be good though. Just a rough start. Just a rough start, but I'm determined it's gonna be good. By the end of the year, things are gonna be much better. All right, there we go. I think that's good. Let me compare it to the other one. Maybe I need one more row. I think I need one more row, don't I? Yep, one more row. Accidentally need one more. I'm better. You were sick, coughing a lot, but you're good now. Good, good. Yes, that's what I got the 2nd time, was the coughing, the fever, the terrible headache, like, you know, the kind of banging headache where you can literally do nothing but lay there, like opening your eyes, looking around hurts, that kind of headache, and all that good stuff. That's what I had the 2nd time after our stomach flu. Arm hurts. Uh-oh, is it from lifting up stuff? I'm glad you're better though, Sin, because everybody's sick and everybody's got it lingering around and getting sick again. And thankfully, we've got my husband on some vitamins now, so we're hoping that he stops bringing home illnesses to me. He used to never get sick, and now he's like sick. All right, let's see. All right, that's good. So let's slip stitch, and then we're done with the horns. gonna get some yarn here for that. All right. I don't know. I better have the right size safety eyes for that bear I'm working on soon. So I just want my order from Joann's to get here, but like I said, I have no idea what day they shipped it because they didn't email me when they shipped it for some reason. I've looked everywhere. There's no email from them of shipping it, so I literally don't know what day it should be here. Can't remember. Something said the 27th, but I'm pretty sure that was when my, yeah, the 23rd through the 27th was when my other thing should be here, my beaded thing. So if I do the bead crochet kit, I have a question. So would you guys rather me do or attempt to do a video that may or may not ever happen with the beaded crochet kit, or would you rather me try to do a live stream where I set up the beaded crochet kit, kind of like how Chris has been doing her like diamond dart? Like I will need to unbox everything, I'll need to look at it, I'll need to take the beads out and string them up in order and mark them. I'll need to do all that before I can even get started crocheting on it. So I'm wondering if anybody would be interested in like a video or more of a live stream, or which would be better. Because I know a lot of people are interested in seeing it and how it works and everything. And so I'm curious, either would be okay. Okay. I'll think about it a bit when I get it and see. If for some reason I desperately cannot wait to play with it, I'll do a video or something. But I think try to wait and we'll try to play with it one night. Maybe when Matt has class next week or something. Maybe we can mess with it Wednesday because I'll have it by then. That might be a good plan. Wednesdays we might bead crochet or something. I don't know. But for now, tentative plan is next Wednesday at around 5 or 6, we will probably try out our beaded crochet kit. Something like that, maybe. I think so. That's kind of my temporary plan. If I change my mind, I'll let you know. But for now, that's my plan. All right, we got the horns done now. Just need to tuck this one in. And then I'm using my scissors because I don't have my tweezies. So I got the horns. I'm going to look at the pattern really quick and see if I feel like messing with it or if I would rather knit. All right, get the tails. Okay, that's that all together. And now where's your butt? Where's your butt? Oh, there's your butt. Found his butt. Okay, that's trash. I don't need that actually. See the whole setup. All right, yes, that's what I'll try to do is figure out how I can do that because I think it would be interesting because I've never done it before and a lot of you guys have never done it before. Even a lot of you guys that have crocheted like on a regular basis haven't done that kind of thing. So, oh, good morning. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm working on him. I've got his head attached here. Well, not attached, but I've got his head crocheted. And got it stuck on with the little amigurumi sticks here, and if I get that way, and then we have his tail. I just finished his tail on live stream a little bit ago, so we got to attach that, and we have the horns that go on his head up here, over here, and then one that goes right here. And then we have the little frill that goes around here to really make him a triceratops. It's the last thing. That's what we're about to work on. So it's going to look something like this when it's done. This is totally different yarn than what I'm using, so that's a little different looking, but something like that when he's all said and done, except for yellow and orange. But thank you, Shane. All right, let's see here. Oh, that's right. I was like, I exited out. I was gonna get the pattern for the frill. Let's see what I can. Frills, make 2. I need to use orange first, though. Make frill first, okay? 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay, hold on. Second from the hook, we're gonna do 5, right? I understand it. Times 5. That's cool. I guess just do that over and over again in the stitches, and then do 5, and then chain. I guess how that works. I think it'll be fun. I think we can do it. Just gonna give myself a second before I start, but I think I can finish or start the frills at least. Yesterday on Windows Live, I was absolutely speechless with this class that came on Windows Live. Oh no. I remember the one. Was there more than just that one that I saw? Did I miss some? I might have missed some at the end because I forgot doing something towards the end. No, it was just the one. Okay. Yeah, I saw it. I immediately was like, go, get out of here. Get gone. Not in this chat. No. Let me grab my orange yarn here. We can start the frilly part. We've got a chain 36. So I'm gonna start that in a minute. When I get up, I gotta fix all these yarn tails so that they get tangled together of all the pieces I need to sew. What I think I do is actually, let me do that. I have one here so I can actually do it with one piece anyway. I'm gonna grab this and then I'm gonna grab this because this is an important piece. Okay. So just a tip, if you have a lot of, like me, and you're paranoid and you stitch yarn to sew on things and you're paranoid about it getting tangled up, I'm going to make a clothespin, a wooden clothespin, and I'm just going to, you have to pin it in between right there where it actually grabs. And I'm just going to wrap it around here. Oh, like I said, and it was nothing bad about you, Winsome. It was nothing bad about you personally or anything. It was just like somebody being dirty, you know, just somebody being pervy. All right, let's see. So then you wrap it around, and then you kind of have to do the same thing at the end where you just kind of sandwich the little string back in between the little wooden bit, and then close it, and then you have your string, and it's not gonna freaking knot. All right, I should do that with all of them. I will in a minute. For now, I'm just going to wrap it around the tail itself. Yeah, it's just being gross. Exactly. I know there's this really sweet girl. Oh gosh, Winsome, you know who she is, I think. Because no, wait, it's not you. It was Arts and Arthropods. You might have been in there as well, though. Gosh, what is her name? Simply Handmade by Nessa or something maybe? I'm way off. I may be talking about the wrong person. But she's a very sweet crocheter, and she's also a younger crocheter, but I'm pretty sure she's over 18 and everything, but she's young, and she crochets outside sometimes. I believe she's from Texas, and her family mods for her. And so I think that's all the people that mod for her, all either friends or family that she directly knows. And I'm like, good for you, girl. I was like, I didn't even tell my friends and family when I started doing this. Like, good for you, you know? And she was like, yeah, I wouldn't do it. Have them modding for me. And I'm like, wow. But I'm really lucky. I haven't gotten too many terrible things. Most of the time they're laughable, you know. So it's fine. Ugh. I'm a sense human, but for some reason that stuff doesn't really bother me that much. I think it's because I know they don't actually know me, so like it's whatever. But you're welcome. Yeah, I don't mess with that. If they're being gross, I don't mess with that. They're out. Because what I do sometimes by accident is I'll accidentally like delete the message really quickly because I want it to go away as quickly as possible so that you don't see it or so that whoever does see it. But then I'll go back in and remove them afterward, like block them after that. But I delete the message because I can usually do that faster than I can actually get rid of them. So I usually delete and then get rid of. Let's see. What do I have to do here? I got a chain 36. To count to 36. Oh boy. You deleted it. I did. That one I jumped on pretty quick. I'm usually, if I'm there, I'm usually pretty fast. Sometimes I have a hard time like clicking on the right message or something and I get behind, but usually I'm pretty fast. I've been modding for a couple years, so I'm decent at it. I used to be a mod for a couple different channels several years ago, and then I wasn't a mod for anybody for a while, and then I ended up back doing like live stream stuff and modding again. Oh yeah. Quick, just because it's funny. Let's see if I have it. I don't know if I even have it though. Hold up. All right. Random, but I just remembered that. All right. I just thought that was funny. All right. So you're about to delete a comment and then people spam, so you delete the wrong. Oh no, that would be awful. You ever made one of your patterns from work ready? So, well, have I ever made a pattern? What did I make by myself that wasn't? Hold on. What did I make the other day? I made something the other day. I guess no. I guess not amigurumi. No. I think that I'm starting now after a year or two to grasp. So I've been doing amigurumi for like a year and a half. So I think I'm starting to grasp the concept of it, but I'm also afraid that I would unknowingly like copy someone sort of like because they're all patterns are so similar or start off in such a similar fashion, right? Like 6 in a magic ring, an increase, and then 1 in an increase, and they start off very similar. I'm starting to grasp the idea of a pattern, but I'm not sure what I don't know, I'd have to think about like what I'd want to make and the shapes and things, but I'm starting to grasp that idea. Oh, you're in North Carolina. Awesome. Me too. Me too, me too. Can I ask, you're like west or east? Are you like more towards the mountains or are you more towards I'm kind of in the middle. I'm slightly more towards the beach if you had to say, but I'm really sort of in the middle. And Jen, and they pointed an honest mistake. I looked at your previous comments. You said that you were from North Carolina. Yeah, that's awesome. Like, oh no. Yeah, same, but I figured it would be too somewhere if they could just contact you. You could work it out. In the middle, I think it took a couple hours to reach the flooded area. Oh, yeah, yeah. So yeah, it sounds like you're kind of in the middle. Yeah, because we're about like depending on which mountains you're going to, like where in the mountains. I guess I'm like 3, 4, 5 hours away, and then I'm like depending on where you're going, probably like 3, 4 hours away, depending. But yeah, and my best friend is from Asheville, so she was affected a lot by the flooding and everything. Aw, you did. Well, I'm glad you got to see it before the storm, but that's so sad. We had been a couple years ago, but it had been a while. We went to Maggie Valley, which is really close by, like Cherokee and Asheville and everything. And we went to Cherokee as well. But yeah, I was glad that they're looking around at the damage out there. Oops. Ah, sorry. I was glad they're looking around at the damage out there though, because they need more help, because those people living out in literal tents right now and literal trailers in the freezing cold. So they really need they need some assistance. got fires and we got people freezing. Aw, Miss Angie, I hope you're doing okay. I saw your message this morning and that you had to cancel your meeting, and I'm praying for you and I hope that you feel better. I'm so sorry that you're dealing with all that right now. I'm working on a Triceratops. So I have his little legs. It's my first time ever joining 4 legs. So I'm proud of myself for being able to join all 4 legs together here. What is that? Oh, that's the stick. I was like, what is that? Yeah, we got to send all the prayers to Miss Angie. She's in the hospital right now. So we got to send her all the love. But I'm working on my little Triceratops. I have his tail done. I just did his tail. I just the horns. And now we're about to work on the little frill part, top of the head. So we're almost done other than sewing them together, which is good because I've got some yarn coming for a commission. So, which I want to get done. Oh, thank you, Miss Angie. Thank you. She will have to tell you exactly, or you'll have to check out her community posts. But I know that she's having some issues and had to get, I believe, a steroid treatment, if I'm remembering exactly what happened correctly. And so that is a little bit of what's hopefully she can get her levels and everything good so she can come home. Yeah, she's been really tired and not sleeping well. So Miss Angie too. So hopefully she's feeling better soon and getting some rest. Got to get her some rest. Let's sleep, okay, guys? We need to like sing her a little lullaby and put Miss Angie to sleep, okay? You started a steroid taper at a high dose, and you're home though. Okay, you're home though. Okay, I think I was confused that you were back at the hospital, but so back on the steroids though and everything, tapering. Oh, I know that must be difficult. That's right. We gotta sing you to sleep. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I wasn't sleeping these past couple nights when I had felt so bad and been sick again. I was like, because we caught another bug after the first stomach flu a good week and a half, and so I was like not sleeping very well. But thankfully, last night I slept a little bit, so I'm starting to slowly sleep a little more, which is good. You did sleep a bit. Good. I'm glad. I hope that you're able to get more rest, though. Does this look like a chain to anyone? I think I'm just a habit over here putting 6 in a magic ring. Like, that's how we start everything. That's not how we start everything. Let's leave a tail. Everyone is sick over here too. I know. Like I said, we just got over being sick. Literally just a couple days and right back again. We got another cold. It was stomach flu, and then this time it was some kind of cold, I think. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. How many am I supposed to be doing? I think it's 36. Yeah. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yeah. 33, 34, 35, 36. Okay. Yeah, I've been live for 3 hours. What does it feel like you've been live for 3 hours? Because I have been live for 1 hour and 75 minutes. So it has been almost 3 hours. Which is, again, no pressure for anybody to stay just because I'm still live. I just happen to feel like doing this right now, so I might as well. Because like I said, I'm trying to finish this stuff before my order gets here so that when my yarn gets here, I can start commission for my little nurse teddy bear. Fingers crossed. I hope that goes well as well. So. Oh, okay. Right? I know. Just automatically going, doing a magic ring over here. Chain 36. Second chain from the hook. Wonderful. What are we gonna do? We're gonna do all in the same. So what I don't understand is it's not all. It can't be all in the same. No. We're gonna do 5, and then we're gonna do a 3 single crochet increase. So that's different. 1 in the second chain. Okay, so that's my first. That's my second. All right. 1, I'm going to put a hook in here, a stitch marker in here just in case. I don't know that I need it, but I'm going to put it here anyway. Aw. Listen. Oh, you're good, Moonrose. You're good. You should get these baskets so you can work on caravan because all the yarn. The caravan. Wait, did autocorrect get you? Do you mean caravan? What do you mean? I wish it was only 8 p.m. here, ready for the day to be over, right? I know I could use a cat. Okay, that's what I was like. I don't think she means caravan. Oh, yes, I know. Everybody's like, can I finish with whatever I'm working on so that I can work on something else, please? 3, 4. I'll be honest, I'm not super looking forward to the little teddy bear nurse thing, but it's a commission and I need that right now. So it's a job and I need a job. So I will take it and I hope that it turns out well is the only thing. I don't want it to not turn out well. If it doesn't turn out well, I'm not going to sell it to them. I'm not going to be like, here's a piece of crap, pay for it. I'll just have to tell them it didn't work out or something, unfortunately, but which I've never had to do, but I would do that than sell them a piece of crap, you know. So, dude, but you have 8 of them to make. Oh, no. Let's see. Because you don't have time to be able to finish. It isn't Easter in April. Cat again. No, she does. Yeah, she does. She has 8 of them to make. She, I don't know. She's done these. Oh, wait, you're on basket number. Wait, are you on 2 or 3? She's doing them pretty fast, though. Not good. She's got a little time. I feel she can do it. She can do it. I know she can, actually. It might be, it's going to be a little tough, but I'm pretty darn confident she do that. All right, so that was 1. I got to remember that was 1. And then, let's see. Somebody help me remember I'm on 1. And then in a minute, I'm going to be on 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3. This has to be done exactly right because it has to be exactly the same as the other piece of the frill because you have to crochet them together. So that means they have to have the exact right stitch count and everything or it doesn't work. Okay, now I'm on 2, or that is 2. Now I'm on 3. 1, 2, oops. 2. All right, let me look up here, Miss Moonrose. My question is, can I take my beads and people make their own jewelry? Question for the craft sale. Huh. You know, Moonrose. I don't see why not. I feel like if you had like a setup where you could like build your own bracelet, or if that's what you're asking, if you like had like the clasps, the wire or the string, it is, the beads, or you could even just sell them in like a little kit. Like you put a certain pre-measured amount of string or wire, the clasps, or whatever it is you use to, you know, seal them, knot, whatever, and the beads, like a certain amount of beads or something in a bag. You could sell it like that, or you could just make like a little station, you know, where people could put it together. Just be aware that somebody could knock those beads over and spill them everywhere. Just know that is a risk that could happen. You might even want to like put the small containers of beads in a bigger container just in case that happened. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe little container in a big tray sort of thing. That might work. Guinea pigs. Oh no, hold on, I missed something. And they have 2 done for the one handle. I might get completely froggy started because I don't like it at all. I know, I'm still thinking about that handle. I wonder if Miss Angie could help us with that. Let's ask her. Miss Angie, I got a question for you. I gotta read this first though. It's a pet store and her clinic in there couldn't be sold. They took her home and she's getting so much better. Oh, that's something. What is your daughter's got a guinea pig? Oh, she did. I'm so glad. Dropped. Miss Angie, ones you just reorganized. Oh no. Yes, I'm gonna show her the picture. Let's see. Miss Angie, so we have a question. if you can help us out. So Miss Chris here is making a beautiful basket for her grandbabies, and she's using t-shirt yarn, if that makes a difference for you. But this is what she had, okay? She has the base of the basket, and she was working on the handle. She didn't really like how the handle was going, so we kind of thought maybe she could slip stitch together and make it work. But then it turned into this. And so we're trying to think, how can we fix it other than frogging it and try a whole new handle and all that? We're trying to figure out like what to do. Do you have any suggestions about how to make a handle or anything, or what we could do to like salvage, or what she could do, I mean, to salvage like base and then like create some other kind of handle? I think she said she was able to frog it like up back to the base of the basket. We're trying to think about what to do with the thing. Anybody that has any suggestions, anybody, please feel free. Oh, the youngins picked them up for you. Oh, good. I'm glad. It's an Easter basket. Yeah, it is. It's chunky. It's not, the basket isn't ugly. It's just the handle is chunky looking. It's cute looking. Can make some chain vine stopper in the handle. Do you see? I'm trying to think. And the other thing is, I'm wondering how, if she was to make another one, how would she make a really sturdy handle? And the only way I could think is if maybe she used like singles or half doubles, because they're like really tight, and tried to use like tight tension. Because I almost wonder, could you just make a strip? Like, could you just chain 6 and then turning chain, go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and just make a long rect that way, and then try that maybe? Yeah, and then that would be cute though. Wrapping it with like a little chain vine and then put little flowers on it. That is cute. That is cute idea. I like that. That'd be like a spring, like even not just Easter, but like a spring thing, or like a something. I got to think of what I'm gonna make like my mother and my grandmother for Mother's Day too. I don't want to forget that, and all the hullabaloo of other things going on. I made them teddy bears last year, which I think you guys have seen them, but I'll show it to you anyway in case. I made them teddy bears last year, and I want to make them something else this year, but I'm not sure what. I was making them flowers because was what I was gonna do, but the problem is that my mom got one for Christmas, so I can't give her that for Christmas. I can give it to my grandma, but this is a teddy bear that I made for my grandma and my mom last year. But I need to think of something to make for them this year. I'd like to make something too for my grandma that she could keep out, because she's scared to keep the teddy bear out because she doesn't want the great grandkids to get a hold of it and mess it up. So if I made her like the flowers, I don't think the children would be as attracted to those and want to like mess them up, you know? And maybe she could actually keep them out in her living room as opposed to like hidden in the bedroom, you know? She told me she learned her lesson about the little kids and the thing, because she let my little, my older cousin, bring a teddy bear she made to school, and it got ruined. And she was like, it came in pieces, and I learned my lesson. I was like, oh no. And so that's why she's like not letting them near that teddy bear. And she's never even had a teddy bear until I gave that to her, which was so sweet. I can't believe my 93-year-old grandmother had never had a teddy bear until I gave her one. It blows my mind. I'm like, come on, Grandpa, why weren't you giving my grandma teddy bears? Come on. 4, 5. Check her out. Yes, 2 panel. Yes, any kind of stability. Just can't get any kind of stability in these baskets. There's gotta be ways. There's just gotta be. And the first basket you made, gosh, is just gorgeous. I love this. Just so detailed and gorgeous, and I just love it. But there's got to be ways, because people do it all the time. Make baskets and stuff. 1, 2. I think this is 4. 3, 4. This is 5, and then 3 increases. And then I need to count and make sure this is right. So I need to do. Oh, okay. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So really all I need to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, okay, perfect. Got it. I thought I had to count this funny because of the way that it ends, but actually I've got it now. 1. This will be more tricky than it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. I asked earlier, but is anybody working on anything? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 5. And then the increases, and then I should have, yep, perfect. Yes, that's a good idea. That's not a bad idea, Miss Angie. I remember you were talking about that. I forgot about that. You did mention that the other day, a stream or a live or a video or something. Yours about going to the thrift store. I don't know if that was the strip store. I don't know what I was trying to say. The thrift store and getting like a leather handle or something. That is a really good idea because you know you could get a really cheap little bag, and bag doesn't even have to be in good shape, right? The handle's all you need, so that's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Not bad at all. And depending on how it's like attached to the bag and everything, and hopefully it's like a good leather handle, it would already have like the stitch holes in there, so it wouldn't be too hard to sew back through those holes, you know. That's not a bad idea. I forgot all about that. That's such a great idea. See, I knew you were the perfect person to ask. There's a reason you came into here today, I swear. There are reasons. A belt for handle. Yes, even a belt for handle. Ooh, yeah, you could do that too, couldn't you? There are all kinds of things, aren't there? Yes, that would be a great idea, I feel like. I have to check out the thrift store. I want to go to our thrift store, and maybe it'd be more encouraging of me to actually go to the thrift store now that I don't have a full-time job anymore, my job anymore. That I'll be able to, but I'll be more encouraged to go by the thrift store and look around. I'm really weary of things that are like fabric or yarn or anything. Just know I've had a friend of mine who had a bad experience with getting bed bugs from an Airbnb, and so I'm really, really worried about like bringing home things from a thrift store. But if I ever did, I would wash it and dry it and freeze it and do all the freaking things. But I still don't know that I could trust it. I'm just too scared. But yeah. Bye, guys. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Good luck. Let me know how it goes. All right, let's see. Like I said, I don't expect this to stay. I know it's been quite a while, so feel free to leave if you need to. I'm gonna go here in a little. I'm just chilling till I figure this out. All right, so we're gonna do that. Then we did that. I'm gonna chain 1. We're gonna turn. We're gonna do the same thing except with 7. Okay. Where'd my stitch marker? Where'd my stitch marker go? Oh, it's over here. It's okay. I don't actually need it because I think I'm actually done. This is the last row. 1, 2. All right. 3. This is gonna be cute. 4. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna get an idea. 5, 6, and 7. I'm so glad I streamed today, even though I didn't know if I was gonna feel like it and everything. I'm so glad I did. Got to meet some new people today. We met Christy today, and I feel like there was somebody else we met as well. And let's see if I'm correct. That means we did. We went over the 385 subscriber mark, which is awesome. And that's cool. Yes. Love that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's that. And there's my increase, except I need one more because it's not a regular increase. There we go. All right. I'm gonna get some more beverage. More beverage, please. It makes me laugh because my boss used to think, but she would joke with me that I was always drinking vodka because I'm always drinking water. What's in there? I know it's vodka. Yeah, I can drink vodka with no face. Not. Especially, no, just it's not happening. I'm not a drinker like that at all. I don't really like drinking. I did when I was a little younger. 1, 2. Now I'm too old for that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I don't know what we're gonna work on Tuesday, you guys, because it's all gonna depend on. I should be done with this because really all I'm gonna have to do is sorry. All I'm gonna have to do is finish the frill and then sew everything together. So I should be done with this Triceratops. If for some reason I don't get my Joanne order before Tuesday, I will work on the fluffy Triceratops that we're doing. For some reason my order comes, then I will put aside the fluffy Triceratops. It's not an order or specifically an order, and then I will work on the order. Like, wait, what? So I'll work on the actual order and put that aside. So we might be working on the little nurse teddy bear thing, which I'll see if I can find a picture of. I have it right here. I have 2 actually. I'm not sure which one I'm gonna go with, but I have them in a little playlist here. Oops. So there he is. Here's one of them. That's kind of what we're going for, is a little, except it's going to be blue, so it's going to be blue scrubs instead of green. But it's going to be a little bear with a scrub hat, scrubs, and a little mask. So what pattern am I using for the dinosaur? So it is a Crochetbygenna pattern. Jenna with a G. So Miss Angie, she has a Patreon. I was thankfully, very, 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 very thankfully, especially now that I have lost my job, gifted a membership to her Patreon for a couple months. You get gifted a membership or you join. She has these free patterns that you can, well, they're not free, but they're hers, and you can access them all. So you can either join her Patreon for, a month, 2 months, whatever long, forever, use the patterns, or you can just purchase them on Etsy. And she's really, really good at writing patterns. They're really nice and simple, which you probably know, but they're very nice and simple, and she does great. She even has a little video to explain, ignore my string. She has a video explaining how to attach the 4 legs, which was good for me because I didn't know. And yeah, so it's cute. I like this, and I love her patterns. They're so good. Yes, all for your husband. Yes, I do too. I love her too. I'm so thankful for this membership. Shout out to MJ for giving me this membership. I told her when she gave it to me, it meant much to me, and it just keeps meaning so much more to me every couple of months because things keep happening in my life. So I'm like, oh my gosh, this just means so much to me to have these free patterns right now. So I'm trying to make good use of them. I'm trying to find everything. She is very understandable, and she writes patterns how I'm used to seeing patterns written, which is in the simple. My screen went dead because I got a phone call. Crap. Well, listen, my phone is actually about to die anyway, so it's probably for the best, you guys, that I get off, and I will see you guys on Tuesday. I'm sorry for the abrupt ending here, but I appreciate you guys so much, and I hope you guys have such a good rest of your weekend. I was like, wait, weekend. And I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here. If you have not already, please hit the subscribe button and turn your notification bell on so that you don't miss when I do live streams. And please hit the like button because that does help me out. And let's see what else here. Follow everybody in the chat if you don't already. Moonrose, Yarn Room, MJ, Chris, everybody. They all have channels. I got to get Nightbot in so we can drop links. I'm going to try to work on that. Maybe I'll try to work on that this weekend too if I feel like it. So we can have Nightbot in the chat so everybody can do that. I got to go call that person back. But I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being here. It means the world to me. I hope everybody continues to feel better. Miss Angie, please feel better, get some rest, and love you guys, and I will see you Tuesday. All right, guys, see ya. Bye.